Hello everyone from Georgia. I'm Elisha Birds. I'm glad to see you. I'm sure we will have an unforgettable day. We have amazing young speakers today and we are looking forward to your remarkable talk and presentation. Today is a really amazing day. We will hear the voice of youth. Oh my God, this is a wonderful fact. Thank you, the project leader Inga Kharchilava and special Mr. Piyush Pandit for this opportunity. A big thank you to everyone who joined live today, and to those who are watching later for our amazing session today. Okay, now it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you IIU. International Internship University is a leading virtual education system and global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trust worldwide and well-reputed delivering innovative programs globally. It is a trust name for quality training programs and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. IIU is metroposing the conventional education system by cutting down the additional costs and provided access to more than 1,000 class courses and internship to their learners across the globe. With the help of its 1,000 class global educators, IIU has 4 councils, namely Women Entrepreneurs Council, International Students Development Council, International Youth Development Council, and International Councils of Educators. The main objective behind the councils is to provide support in every respect to the students, youth, women, entrepreneurs, and educators. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries and 6 continents, under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit, sir. It is my great honor to introduce our IIU founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit. My great respect and gratitude to you. A committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate education from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. He has publicized the World Education Policy, One Education, One Foundation, and One World. The visionary Piyush Pandit had just one dream. No child should be deprived of education. He is working towards it day and night. He is safeguarding and promoting education and the well-being of learners at all times of life. Is commendable. The sky is the limit for your dedication and hard work. You are a source of inspiration for us young people and not only young people. Thank you very much for all you do to make education shine. God bless you and give you strength. Please keep up the amazing and important work. Okay. Now I would like to invite the first guest speaker, Queen Elizabeth from UK. Please tell us some valuable words and motivated you. Can you hear me there?
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Best wishes to all of you. Dear Queen, can you hear me? Please mute your microphone.
Oh, yes, I can hear you, Dr. Inga.
We are very happy.
Oh, okay.
Thank you
am
so
I,
much.
Am I speaking now? Hello, am I speaking now? Am I being called?
Yes.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Yes, you are. You are to start the ball rolling.
I was just enjoying the atmosphere. It's good to see every one of you as our great leaders of today and tomorrow. I really appreciate this time. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to acknowledge the founder of International Intensive University, Sir Pius Pandit, for this great initiative of bringing our youth along, especially the youth from Europe country. And I also want to appreciate you, sir, for the great works that you are doing, touching lives with IIU. Thank you, sir, and may God bless you. I also want to seize this opportunity to thank and appreciate and also thank the director of IIU Georgia, Dr. Inga. Thank you and well done for the great work you're doing alongside with your daughter, Ambassador Irene. Thank you so much for this great job. I also want to seize this opportunity to acknowledge my good friend, Professor Dr. Shak. Please pronounce your name for me, please, once again. Sama. What do you call it?
Shalale from Azerbaijan. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Actually, the professor I'm referring to on his profile is Professor FK.
Professor Karadi.
Sharidi. Thank you so much for this time. I also want to appreciate all our great leaders. I don't know you all, but I know you are doing the great works in the society, in your country, and also in the world. So I want to salute you all. Well done for the great works you're doing, imparting into our lives. You know, one thing I really love about this organization, IIU, it gives everybody opportunity to express ourselves. So I wasn't surprised with this title of IIU Youth Voice. I wasn't surprised at all. Also, I wasn't surprised at all with the notice of a new vision of Europe youth. I will count myself as well as Europe because I live here in the United Kingdom. I will also count myself as youth because I'm also a youth mentor. So we have the same language together. Anyway.
Yes.
Do you agree with me that I'm also a youth? I'm young, hot, a young, beautiful woman. Do you all agree with me? Oh, yes. Okay, right. I just say I should just give you that tip. So no one is higher. We are all together here. And that is why we need to share our thoughts together. Today in this platform, I'm just going to encourage you as a youth and as a leader. You are all leaders. Either you are 5 years old, either you are 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 or even 50, we are all leaders. Why did I say that? Because you are a leader right from where you were born. You might be a senior girl. You might be a senior sister to your younger ones. You might even be a school girl in the school. You might be anywhere. So you are all leaders. The only difference is just that people don't know that they are leaders. They don't discover that. So that's why I need to encourage you right from there to say you are a leader. But on this platform, there's leaders and there are leaders. And that is why we need to express ourselves more. Because as a leader, let me just define it. A leadership is a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement of a goal. I believe we all have that potential. We all have a vision. We all have a goal. We have an objective that we want to meet. We also have something we all call now, which is common, sustainable development goals that we all have to achieve it. And if you are going to achieve anything in life, you have to know who you are, know your identity, know your strength, Know your power. Know who you are, your ability. Know what you can do. Because when you start discovering this, you are discovering the leadership in you. Everyone is a leader, but everyone is not an effective leader. So if you want your voice to be heard, there are some skills that you need to develop as a leader to be an effective leader. So an effective leader possesses extra potentials that not every leader possesses. Let me tell you one. Let me encourage you of one. Do you know that while you are sitting here in front of me listening or being in this conference, do you know that there's a lot of youth doing something else somewhere? But you sacrifice your time to want to hear, to want to learn, to want to develop yourself, to want to become better. That makes you an effective leader. You are not there yet, but you're working towards it. So that is why we say we are all leaders, but we need to develop our skills, our potentials, our gifts to become an effective leader. A leader is someone who sees how things can improve, someone who motivates others, like Dr. Inga motivating every one of us on this platform. Because if not because of her and also the founder of IIU, we won't be here today. But they motivated us to keep on coming every month so that we can share our opinion, so that we can express ourselves. That is what an effective leader is. And that is what Dr. Inga is all about. So let me ask you a question. I mean, 3 questions actually. Number 1, I'm counting myself as a leader as you are. Now the question is, do I think I can become a strong, impactful, and influential leader and do much more than what I am doing right now? I want every one of us to answer that. Do we think we can become a strong, impactful, and influential leader? If you want to write your answer down, you can write on the top chat box. If you want to answer it, the door is open. You can say, yes, you can be. So do you think you can become a strong, impactful, and influential leader? Dr. Inga, I want anyone that can hear me to say something.
Yes, I am speechless. Oh my God, thank you
So you
so
can. So do I want to help myself to develop persistent and winning attitude to pursue my purpose, my passion, my goals, and my vision? So do I really want to help myself? Oh, yes, I will answer that for you all, because that is why you are on this platform. The last question is, do I want to develop the mindset of a leader? I believe yes. You all want to develop your mindset, because we have 2 mindsets. We have the fixed mindset that don't want to go anywhere. They just want to be the way they are. They just want to base on what they know before. They don't want to improve. But some of us, we have a growing mindset, a developing mindset, a renewing mindset that will tell us that, yes, we're happy where we are, but we can still do better. And we can still improve ourselves to become an effective leader. So the first step to getting somewhere as a leader is to decide that I am not going to stay where I am. I am not going to limit myself. I am not going to do exactly what other people are doing. I want to be a distinguished leader. I want to set out as somebody that is special. I want to stand out of crowd. I want to do more than what any other person is doing. It's a desire and it's a mindset that you need to have. And that's why we call it growing mindset or positive mindset. Positive mindset is for you believing in yourself that, yes, I can become it. I can achieve it, and I can be successful. So that is the way forward. So that is why it is so important for you to know right from the beginning that you have the leadership skills in you. You have the greatness in you. You have the ability in you to become a leader. Don't let anybody tell you that you should just go and sit down there, or don't talk, or don't speak, or don't do it. No, you have the power in you. You have the ability in you. And that is what I want you to be feeding your mindset. If anybody at this age tell you that you can't do it, tell them, I can do it. Why? Because Dr. Elizabeth says that. And because I believe in myself that yes, I can do it. You have a big dream. Don't let anybody come and tell you that dream is too big. You are too small for that dream, or you are too small for that vision. I want you to know yourself, believe in yourself and say, I can do it. I can achieve it. And yes, I can. So once you have that kind of mindset, you are ready to go. Because you know what? The lady that is speaking in front of you today, that is the words that my friends, my families, my co-workers, everyone that surrounded me always said to me, you can't do it. You cannot achieve it. You cannot mount up to anything. You are just somebody ordinary. But I turned my story around because I changed my mindset. You can do the same. When they say you, go and sit down there. It's not time for you to speak. Know inside of you, you have the voice, you have the word, you have the message, you have the solution, you have the answers. So always believe in yourself. So mindset for transformational leaders, I want you to get it. MINSET. That is mindset. So under your, if you are writing down something, write M for mindful, motivate, monitor, and mentor. Anyone you can remember. Under I, write inspire, impact, influence, and then information. Under N, write new ideas, new skills, new vision, new beginnings, anything, everything new day, new dawn. So write it under that. Under S, write support, sponsor, share, suggest, save, and secure. Under E, I want you to write empower, educate, empathy, encourage. And then the last one, I also want you to write T for transform, training, teaching, and testing. So on this note, if you really want to get just one statement from Dr. Elizabeth this morning or this afternoon, this evening, remember these words, mindset. And under the mindset, remember that you can motivate yourself. You can motivate others. You can seek for mentor that can guide you, even in your school. Your teachers are your mentors. Your parents are your mentors. So always know that they can be guided in whatever that looks like is not easy for you. As a leader, remember I said it's inspire. Be ready to inspire others. Change your words, your language. If you are the kind of person that used to say to people, you are rubbish, you are bad, you can't do it, change your language as a leader and start saying it to them. You can achieve it. You can be encouraged. You can overcome it. Yes, you can. If you are also a leader, like I said to you, you are a leader, but you just need to remind. Let N also reminds you. Every effective leader will come up with new ideas. They will develop new skills. Sometimes they can start all over again and have a new beginning. And sometimes they need to know that when you wake up in the morning, it's a new day for you to achieve, to think positive, and also to work and take action positively. If you are a leader, be ready to support others, even in your own little way or even wherever you are. Be ready to support, because no one is perfect and everyone is getting better every day. But we all need support. So as a leader, look for ways to support others. Look for ways you can sponsor. If you have the capacity to sponsor people, look ways also to share. Like we're talking about voice, youth voice here. Be willing to share what you know with others. So ways of sharing. And please, when you are sharing, be mindful of the kind of language. Make sure that when you are sharing with others, you respect their opinions as well. You can suggest, like we come together, we share, we suggest. Nobody knows it all. Then the E, be willing to educate yourself more. Why did I say that? Don't only base your knowledge on classroom teachings alone. Teachers are doing a fantastic job. They will work hard to bring all these ideas to come and teach you. But don't just relax. Always try to learn more by researching, by studying what you've been taught, and gain more knowledge. Also, as a leader, empower yourself by studying, by learning, and by doing what you're supposed to do as a student or as a teacher. Then the final one, training, transforming. I am a transformational leader. You are also, if you develop yourself to that extent. Transformation means you are growing your leadership skills every day, and you are influencing and imparting into other people's life, so that when people see you, they don't just listen to what they say. They want to see what you are saying. They want to see the practical, the example through you. So be the one that people will learn from your attitude, from your behavior, from your lifestyle, from your experience, and from your wisdom. And finally, people will test you. They will test your leadership. They will test what you are doing. That's where you will get all these challenges. That's where you will get all these disappointments and disappointment and also discouragement. But when you believe in yourself, like I said right from the beginning, when you believe yourself that you are a leader, then you can rise above every disappointment, every situations beyond your control, every challenges that you face, every problems, you can rise above it because you are a leader. So I don't want to say much, but I will just give you 4 to 5 Ds, and then I will random. The first one, dream. If you are going to have a vision, you need to dream big. Dream big and start small. If your dream is small and it doesn't scare you, then you need to dream again. You have a journey to work on, and you are a great leader. The second one, discover who you are. Discover yourself. Discover your strength and your weakness. Discover your gifts and your talents. Discover everything, because it will help you in your journey of life. The third one, decision making. Make a quality decision for yourself, for your life, and for the future. The decision I made 20 years ago, I'm seeing the effects of it. So what kind of decision are you making as youth? Remember, you are a leader. So what we are doing for you on this platform is helping you to reposition yourself, helping you to prepare yourself as a leader of today and tomorrow. And then let me also quickly say this. Failure is the sign that you made an attempt. You can learn and try to do it again from the things that you fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to make mistake. And don't be afraid to fall, because these are the elements for you to gain more wisdom, knowledge, and also determination. Always make sure you determine that you are going to achieve it, no matter what is going on your way. But how do you determine? You have to stay focused. Stay focused on what you want to achieve. Stay focused on what you are doing. Stay focused. Why? Because this distraction might come your way. But when you stay focused, you keep moving on. You keep building yourself up. You keep progressing. And then that is kind of determination that will help you. The last but not the least, discipline. You need to discipline yourself. It's very important. When you discipline yourself, then it's so easy for you to be determined. It's so easy for you to make decisions. And it's so easy for you to achieve your vision, to achieve your goals, to achieve your dreams, and also to become an effective leader. So congratulate yourself now as the leader, not only as just a leader, but as an effective and transformational leader. So on this note, I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Inga, for inviting me to come and share and to come and celebrate the gifts, the voice of this wonderful youth from Georgia. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please clap, big clap. Elam tashi daukari. I'm South Calvados. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much for your great support, dear Queen. You are very important for us and for, of course, our young students. Your words are very important and very useful for them. Yes, of course, I agree with you that when students adopt a growth mindedness, they view challenge as a way of progressing towards their desired outcomes. Thank you so much. You always ask with us and support us. It means a great honor for us. Thank you, dear Queen. ახალგაზრდებო, დღეს საოცარი სტუმარი იყო ჩვენთან და საოცარი სიტყვები წარმოსთქვა მან. ის სპეციალურად თქვენთვის შემოგბრძანდა დღეს. დაგითმოთ დრო და კიდევ ერთხელ და მრავალჯერ მოусმინეთ მის სიტყვებს. ძალიან გთხოვთ. Thank you so much. My great respect to you. God bless you. Thank you. And now we have also a very important person at the guest of honor, Mr. Keredin, Professor Keredin. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Please.
Okay, let me mention the name now, Professor Keredin.
Yes.
Queen Elizabeth. Lucas, you have done it correctly now.
Yes.
So, Dr. Inga, do you want me to say a few words now?
Yes, they are. Please share with us your opinion. We're inviting you. Can you hear me?
Thank down the same Professor look he has taken us through the road of her favorite area, transformational leadership. To speak with you, thank you to Piyush Pandit and Dr. Inga for this great, wonderful conference on sustainability development and bringing all the young people in Europe who soon, after being inspired by Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas. I just wanted to share with you my feelings. I'm excited and I'm also very proud to know that over the last 1 or 2 years, after having involved in a lot of SDG or Sustainability Development Goals conferences, there is a lot of interest being shown by young people all over the world, especially in Europe. And I noticed that even some, from Britain to Brazil, even in other parts of Europe, you get teachers who are teaching and trying to embed, the culture of sustainability into the minds of the young students. And some has even taken the trouble and to actually go out and do some real practical work on sustainability development goals, right? And just quickly, to start off, to set the tone for the rest, I won't take away the thunder from some other greater speakers, but just to share with you quickly, sustainable development, as we all know, was defined by the World Commission on Environment and Development in 1987 by the Brundtland Report, called Our Common Future. It was defined as development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. That's the fundamental definition of what sustainability development is, or sustainability is. And the United Nations have come out with 17 sustainability development goals. Beautiful, very much thought about plans and strategies. And they are targeting it for 2030, which is not very far away, okay? And about 7 years from now. But with the kind and the initiatives being carried out by Dr. Inga and many like her all over the world and other parts of the world, I must say again, very well done, congratulations, I'm excited. And I think the world, the planet is going to be in good hands. It's going to be in your hands. All you people, ladies and gentlemen, the young people, Salome, Komadze, Selale, Eline, Nino, Anano, and if I can read some of the names, Farah. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to share with you. I hope those words are inspiring enough for you to carry on this noble cause. It's for you and your future generations. With that, thank you again, Dr. Inga, for inviting me. I now hand back the session to Dr. Inga Kharchilava. Thank you, Dr. Inga, for inviting me. Dr. Inga?
Yes, I'm here. You are so amazing, Professor. You also always with us and support us. It means for us it's so big. I don't know what to do. You are so amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for everything. Your words, yes, because your words is very important for young people. Thank you. For young people, support means very, very, I don't know, very big respect for us, for IIU. Thank you, dear Elizabeth Queen. Thank you, Professor Kerudin. Thank you. We are very happy today because your support means a lot for us. Thank you. Okay, and now we have today also from Afghanistan, young people with so very great teacher. Can you hear me? Please mute.
Yes, doctor, we can hear you.
Yes, yes. This is also very important fact for us. Very important fact. From Asia, from Europe, we always, yes, together, and I think we do so many good things together. This is also very important. From Azerbaijan, from Georgia, from Afghanistan, from Romania, Italy, and this is very important. Thank you all and best wishes to all of you. We always with us, young people, youth, you are your future. Thank you. Okay, now IIU stage is yours, great teacher. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I wish you a good day, good night, good evening, good afternoon from all over the world. I am teacher Ghulam Sakhi Aqli from Afghanistan. I am the founder and executive director of Kayan Private High Schools in Afghanistan in Jagori district. As everyone knows nowadays, we don't have a good situation in educational department in Afghanistan, but we are staying straight and we are working very hard and we are sacrificing everything that we have to educate new leaders for tomorrow, new leaders for global, for international, for humanity. So today it's my honor to be with you all in this conference, in this amazing, in this effective conference that you are provided for new generations, for learners from around the globe. I really appreciate the founder or the director of this amazing platform, Mr. Piyush Pandit, and also you, Dr. Inga Kharchilava. And also, I am really appreciate from the Professor Queen and another professor that they provided really amazing and useful. Yeah, I forgot the name. And I really appreciate them to have such an amazing and inspiring talking for our new generation. Okay, now I want to talk a little about the quality of education that I prepared for your student. Then my student will present their presentation about sustainable development goals of quality of education. As an educationist, I strongly believe that if we want to have quality in education, we must accept that every child has the fundamental right to quality education. It means that quality education, which is essential to real learning and human development, is influenced by factors both inside and outside the classrooms. From availability of proper supplies of the nature of child's home environment, improvements in the quality of teaching can reduce dropout rates and ensure better retention and transition from early childhood learning into primary and secondary education. So we are responsible. I believe that we are responsible for preparing such quality education for our generation and educate them such skillful with high empowerment regarding to our world needed. This strongly shows that sustainable development of education is really important. and all education must work innovatively and properly to make the education better and appropriate. So, as the professor said, our new generation is a leader for tomorrow. Our new generation, our new learner is hope for tomorrow. So our students must work hard, must try hard. They should not lose their hope. They have to continue their education. They have to make them powerful. They have to empower themselves day by day, because our future needs the more qualified leaders, not such as now, because in the future they have to compete with technology. They have to compete with robots. They have to compete with something or extra than human. If we look for the future, we have to plan for the future. We have to be worried about this, because in the future, all the jobs in the markets, all the positions, all the markets will occupied by technologies and robots. So it needs that we have to educate our new generation with high abilities, with high qualities, with high skills, with high empowerment, because in that time, if the students, if the learners, if the those who completing their educations and they are going to achieve jobs in the markets, if they don't have these abilities to compete with the technologies, to learn the technologies, to overcome to the technologies, they will not find a job in the market. So it's really needs that we will have to work on quality of education, on quality of empowerment, on quality of leadership, that our new generation will involve to the markets for the future. And I am here as an educationist, as responsible for the development of my students' characteristic and also empowerment capacity. I have to work. I have to innovate. I have to motivate my students. I have to work on my students' potential, that they have to work hard. They have to prepare themselves for a high competition in 2030. So prepared my goals that in 2030 prepare or educate 5,000 a good leader for tomorrow, for the world, because I believe that we must destroy the geography. We have to destroy the borders. I'm educating my students to go to overseas to achieve the scholarship from around the world, from the best universities. They have to work hard. They have to prepare themselves to achieve the scholarships, and they have to go to the best universities and achieve the higher education and empower their capacity. So now I want to appreciate once again from all the moderators of this nice platform, an amazing platform, that they bring us together to share our knowledge, to share our experience to each other. Now I want to give the stage to my talented student, Mr. Maysam Arifi, to present or introduce his team. Okay.
Of course. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Hello and good time to everyone. I hope everybody would be healthy and happy. I'm Maisam Arifi from Afghanistan. I'm one of the Khan Private High School's students. Today, I and my teammates, Miss Sitara Aqli and Fatima Hussaini, with our kind teacher, Mr. Ghulam Sakhi Aqli, are here to talk and present about one of the Sustainable Development Goals, I mean quality education. And we are thankful of IIU organization that shared this program to us, and I hope it would be useful for all of us. And we are happy to talk with you. Quality education is one of the sustainable development goals that, if it could be done successfully, it will have a big and so important result in the world. Maybe you know, today in many countries over the world, people don't have access to education, or there is a low quality education in a hard condition. Nowadays in Afghanistan, the situation of education is so hard and bad, especially since the Taliban have been ruling Afghanistan. Ladies or girls don't have permission to go to schools and universities. That for sure it will be a big challenge and problem for Afghan people. Moreover, in many other places in Afghanistan, not only the educational condition is hard for girls, there are many problems for boys too. For example, there is no school building. They are studying in deserts, under the trees, under the tents, and that the summer heat, the fall coldness, the spring rains make harder the educational condition for students. School, lack of teacher and professors, lack of facilities, and so on. These are the sample of educational problems in Afghanistan, in many other countries like Afghanistan. That not only there is no quality education, but the educational condition is so hard, or even the people don't have access to education. So it was an introduction for starting and entering to sustainable development goals discussion. And now it is time for my teammate, Ms. Sitara Aqli, to talk more about sustainable development and about quality education. I invite Ms. Sitara Aqli to talk. Thank you.
Teacher, can you hear us? Do you have my voice?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, now it's time to Sitara Aqli that I want to share her presentation. Sitara, the stage is yours. Just introduce yourself and until I am sharing the screen.
Okay.
Great.
Hello,
Great.
and hello, and good time to all of you, dear IIU member. We are so thankful of you that you share this program with us. I know that it's so important and very beautiful program that we are participating in this, and we are talking with you. I wish beautiful day for all of you, and I want to start my presentation about this. I will present it
my presentation.
by screen for slides. Do you have my screen?
Yes, now it's visible. Yes, great.
Teacher, do you have my screen here?
Yes,
Teacher, do you have the screen? Okay.
yes, yes, we see. Please continue. Connection, I think. Can you hear me?
Then, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Continue, please.
Okay. You may know that class is teachers and students are the most element of education, and the ideal class play an important role about the education.
Please stop share and try again.
I'm talking about the ideal class for you tonight.
Please, can you hear me?
The
Hello?
ideal classroom is student-centered, meaning built on students' interests and well organized, so the teacher.
Okay. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Is it visible right now?
Yes. Yes. Now it's good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Again, it's historically from Afghanistan and presentation about the ideal class. The ideal classroom is student-centered, meaning that the teacher is a facilitator of learning, built on student interests and abilities. The ideal classroom is well organized, so the teacher and students can utilize the resources in the class quickly and effectively. The classroom provides students with a safe zone where they feel comfortable and can temporarily escape any problems they are facing at home. The ideal classroom has a teacher who always addresses their students to a positive manner. The ideal classroom embraces modeling and independent practice as a critical learning tool. The teacher models new skills and then allows the student to practice acquired skills independently. The ideal classroom has an open policy where parents and community members are encouraged to participate actively in daily activities and lessons. The ideal classroom has a structure that or expectations that everyone should follow that. The ideal classroom embraces technology and regularly integrates aspects of technology into the lessons. The ideal classroom is one where respect is a core value. I mean, teachers and students understand that respect is a two-way street, and teachers and also students should respect each other. The ideal classroom is not limited to four walls of the classroom. The same principle applied into classroom are extended to all areas of school, as well as school activities. The ideal classroom encourages students to participate actively in every learning activity. The ideal classroom allows a student to tap individual talents and creativity. Students are encouraged to individualize learning projects by putting their own unique or creativity spin on them. The ideal classroom provides every student with a daily basis to meet individualizing needs. In this slide, you see some pictures from our class that we have in our school. In our school, we have LCD and laboratories. LCDs are used for English classes and computer class. The maximum number of the students in the classroom is 30 up to 35 students. And if the classes reach further, the classes will be divided to 2 classes. Due to our country is one of the undeveloped countries, in our school we have faced lack of modern facilities, school facilities. So even most of schools in our country even doesn't have the basic learning facilities and equipments. And before our school, founded 5 years ago, all schools in our district were old, without any update facilities. But when our school established in Kayon Private High School, we are trying to update our system, update our facilities, and update our classes to have an ideal class to provide quality for education. We are trying day by day and every time. Thank you for your nice attention. It was my presentation about the classroom, the ideal classroom that make a beautiful quality for education, and it can affect on education of students and teachers in the environment that they are. Thank you for your nice attention. Now I want to invite Miss Fatima, my dear friend, to come here and present a presentation for you about the Sustainable Development Goal and educational process.
ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. სანამ ქალბატონი ინგა გააგრძელებდეს ჩვენს დღევანდელ არაჩვეულებრივ კონფერენციას, მანამდე მინდა ქალბატონი მაკა სიხარულიძე მოვიწიო და დამეხმაროს თარგმანში. ჩვენ დღეს არაჩვეულებრივი სტუმრები გვყავს. ბატონი შემოგვიერთდა რამოდენიმე წამის წინ, ბატონი ეუშ პანდიტი, IIU-ს დამფუძნებელი. მოგესალმებით ბატონო პეუშს, ასევე ჩვენთან იმყოფება ბატონი პარვეს შარიახ. მოგესალმებით ბატონო პარვეს, ჩვენთან იმყოფება ბატონი ქერუბიმ. კიდევ ერთხელ მოგესალმებით პროფესორო. ჩვენთან იმყოფება ქალბატონი შალალე აზერბაიჯანიდან. კიდევ ერთხელ მოგესალმებით და მე მინდა ვისარგებლო შემთხვევით მიუხედავად იმისა, რომ დღეს იცით არის ცოტა ადრე, 17 მაისი, მინდა ქალბატონ ინგა ხარჩილავას მიულოცო დაბადების დღე და ეხლა მისი შვილი ელენე მიართმევს ჩვენს სიურპრიზს ქალბატონ ინგა ხარჩილავას და მინდა რომ ბატონ პეუშ მივმართო და ვთხოვო რომ მიულოცოს დაბადების დღე ქალბატონ ინგას. ბატონო პეუშ, ქალბატონო მაკა რომ გადათარგმნოთ თუ შეიძლება.
Please, Dr. Peush, congratulate your wishes for Inga. Dear
ბატონო პეუშ, ბატონო პარვეს თუ შეიძლება რომ ბატონი ქერუბიმი და ქალბატონ შალალეს ვთხოვთ რომ
Oh my God. What is this? We're touching.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, dear. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Wow, that's really amazing. Congratulations, doctor.
We wish you all the best, dear.
you so much.
Wish you
Congratulations.
Happy birthday. Happy
surprise.
That's
birthday.
great.
Happy birthday. Congrats, dear.
Thank you so much.
Whose
Then-
birthday is it? Whose birthday is it?
You
Inga,
deserve it.
Inga.
Deserve it. Congratulations.
Whose birthday is it? Is it Kakabel?
Thank you so much, Matlover.
Inga, whose birthday is it?
I have tomorrow birthday and today I have big surprise. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Great.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. უღრმესი მადლობა.
ერთი წუთით და გავაგრძელოთ კონფერენცია.
კი ბატონო.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
ბედნიერი, ჯანმრთელი და უფრო წარმატებული იყო. შენ ამას იმსახურებ. მინდა რომ ყველა შენი წარმატება და ბედნიერება ერთად გავიზიაროთ. ძალიან მიყვარხარ და მთელ სოფლიოში
Dear doctor, this is presented to you. This nature flower is presented to you for as a gift. This is from our students to you. I'm really happy. This is for you.
დაითვალეთ თქვენი ცხოვრება ღიმილი და
Okay,
არაცრემლები.
thank you. Now I am Fatma. I want to invite Fatma to continue and conclude our
ეს ჩვენი დიდი გუნდის უპირატესობა.
presentation.
ალბათ
Okay,
ინგა
Fatma,
ხარჩილავის
it's
დაბადების დღე.
yeah,
ადამიანის
your
რომის
turn and stage is yours. Fatma, come.
პოზიტივი, მომავლის იმედი მოდის. წვენა იმისა,
Okay.
რომ რასაც გულით მოინდომებ, ყველაფერს შეძლებ. გვინდა ულევი ბედნიერება გისურვოთ. თქვენ, ქალბატონო ინგა, ჩვენს დაბადების დღესზე. დღეს ჩვენი სურვილია, რომ მომავალმა წელმა მოგიტანოთ ყველაფერი, რასაც თქვენი მსახურობთ. საუკეთესო მეგობარი ხართ. და მადლობას გიხდით ამ მეგობრობისთვის, ადამიანობისთვის, იმ ღვაწლისთვის, რასაც თქვენ აკეთებთ, განათლების სისტემის გაჯანსაღებით. მილოცა.
Thank you so much for your nice program.
Inga Kharchilava's დაბადების დღეა. ჩვენი მეგობრის. გილოცავ ჩვენო ინგა, ჩვენო საყვარელო, ჩვენო ერთგულო. გისურვებ საუკეთესოს ცხოვრებაში. შენ ხარ მაგალითი დიდი მეგობრობის, დიდი მოთმინების. ხარ განათლებული და ამავდროულად ხარ ძალიან ბავშვური. გილოცავ, გისურვებ საუკეთესოს. იხარე იდღე გრძელე, შენ საყვარელ ადამიანებთან ერთად. ყოველი დღე სიხარულით გაგითენდეს. წინსვლა ქონოდეს ცხოვრებაში და პროფესიულ განვითარებაში. იხარე, საუკეთესო სურვილებით. ვამაყობთ და ძალიან ბედნიერები ვართ შენი მეგობრობით. გილოცავ.
ადამიანი, რომელსაც დღეს მინდა მიულოცო დაბადების დღე, ძალიან ძვირფასი არის ჩემთვის. ის არის საუკეთესო მეგობარი, ლიდერი, დედა. მისგან შეგიძლიათ ისწავლოთ პასუხისგებლობა, სიკეთე, შემწყნარებლობა, მის გარშემო არსებული სამყაროს სიყვარული. ის არის ჩვენი დროის გმირი, გასაოცარი ქალბატონი ინგა ხარჩილავა. ჩემო ძვირფასო და საყვარელო ინგა. მინდა მოგილოცვეს ჩვენი ერთდღესასწაული, მინდა გისურვო მშვიდობა, ჯანმრთელობა, კეთილდღეობა ოჯახში, წარმატებები ყველა საქმეში და ირგვლივ საიმედო მეგობრები. ისურვებ იყო ისეთივე ჭკვიანი, ლამაზი, ლაღი, კაშკაშა, მხიარული, კეთილგანწყობილი, ოპტიმისტი, როგორიც დღეს ხარ. და მუდამ გიბწყინავდეს სიხარულით თვალები, და გიღებებოდეს გულწრფელი ღიმილით. შენი ყოველი დღე სავსე იყოს დადებითი ემოციები, სასიამოვნო მომენტებით და მზიანი დღეებით. მინდა გითხრა, რომ ბედნიერებაა შენთან მეგობრობა. ძალიან მიყვარხარ, გილოცავ.
ქალბატონო ინგა, გილოცავთ დაბადების დღეს. მინდა იყოთ უსაზღვროდ ბედნიერი, ღიმილიანი, გახარებული, წარმატებული. ყველაფერი საუკეთესო თქვენთან ყოფილიყოს სულ მუდამ მთელი ცხოვრება. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა, რომ ხართ ჩემს ცხოვრებაში. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ყოველთვის იმისთვის, რომ მე უფრო მეტად წარმატებული ვარ დღეს, ვიდრე ვიყავი აქამდე. და ძალიან მიყვარხართ. მინდა იყოთ უსაზღვროდ წარმატებული, გახარებული და ბედნიერი თქვენს ლამას ოჯახთან ერთად.
ინგო, გილოცავ დაბადების დღეს, მრავალს და ეს არის ჩემო ძვირფასო. უგლევ წარმატებას გისურვებ. აუცილებლად ძალიან ბედნიერი უნდა იყო. ბედნიერებისგან, სიხარულისგან, წარმატებებისგან და ბრწყინავდე მუდამ. შენ ყოველივე საუკეთესოს იმსახურებ და ზუსტად ვიცი, რომ ასე იქნება. მიყვარხარ ძალიან.
Inga, my dear friend, happy birthday to you. You deserve everything best in the world, and may the year ahead bring you everything you've been wishing about.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to dear Inga. Happy birthday to you. Wishing a very happy birthday, dear Inga. This is Abhishek Purvis, founder and CEO of IPRH. We are wishing you a very happy birthday also from IPRH Georgia team, because you are our country director of IPRH Georgia. So happy birthday to you. Be happy.
Today is a special day. A pretty damsel was born.
Hooray! On behalf of Commissioner of 24 Youth Skills Academy Nigeria, we are wishing our co-founder, Dr. Inga Kharchilava from Georgia, a very wonderful birthday celebrations. As you celebrate today, may all your aspirations in life be fulfilled and graciously enjoy your day and have fun.
ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მოგპარეთ დრო კონფერენციისთვის. ახლა კი ქალბატონ ინგას და შევს გავაგრძელებთ ისე ჩვეულ რეჟიმში ჩვენს კონფერენციას. კიდევ ერთხელ გილოცავთ ქალბატონო ინგა და ვინდეთ ნელ-ნელა კონფერენციის სივრცეს.
როგორ უნდა გავაგრძელო კონფერენცია? შოკის მერე ვაიმე უღრმესი მადლობა თითოეულ თქვენგანს. არ ვიცი მართლა, არ ვიცი რა ვთქვა. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ღმერთმა ჯანმრთელი და ბედნიერი მიმყოფოს თქვენი თავი. ჩვენი მეგობრობა სიცოცხლის ბოლომდე გაგრძელებული იყოს. ყველას ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank God bless you all. I am very happy. I cannot I speechless. Thank you so much.
You always deserve the best.
Okay.
Here.
All right. Before I leave, because I never knew today is a birthday. So let me say my own special birthday. Oh, it's tomorrow. Yes. But happy birthday to you. Many more years to come. Keep shining and keep riding. This is your moment. This is your time. And I wish you all the best of your aspirations. So happy birthday to you.
I'd like to do that too, Dr. Queen Elizabeth. Thank you, Dr. Elizabeth. Now, can I also wish the same to Dr. Inga? Happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday. Since I'm still online, happy birthday. Yeah?
Thank you.
May you have a strong, healthy, long life. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Oh my God, thank you so much. And we now continue. And the teacher from Afghanistan, can you hear me?
Yes. I'm sorry about disruption.
No, thank you so much
disconnection.
for this amazing floor. Thank you so much. And
You're
please
welcome.
continue.
Okay, Fatima.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Yes, about the education process, I was in the last part that equipment. As far as we know, in each part of school, we need to plan. Equipment also has directly role in education. If we have many good equipment, we will have a good quality of education. And also, there are some ways that by following of these ways, just we can do the process of education in a good way. First of all, using from technology. It is a beautiful expression to say that if you do all the work that you have done before, you will get the result that you have gotten before. As a result, if you wanna get new results, if you wanna have many new things, you should experience new things. You should have new technology. You should use from that technology. Moreover, there are the next one is about advisor or counselor for a student. Sometimes, especially when you're young, we need to, someone should advise us and give us many good counsel about our life and about those parts that we don't have enough information about them, and especially about students and teachers. Most of the time, teachers don't have enough information and don't know that by which way they should teach their student that it should be effective. Moreover, when we have an advisor or counselor, by giving them good advice to them, it would be somehow good and useful for both students and teachers. The next one is decreasing the number of classes that students are taking. Unfortunately, it is a misunderstanding for people that they think that by taking many classes, it is somehow useful and good for students. But exactly, it is not that much good. And it is not very important that we should work in many things. But it is very important that we should be good at and we should be expert in one part or one skill. And the last one is about employing expert teachers. Unfortunately, in many countries, it is a big problem that they employ many teachers and without considering their fields that they have studied and the parts that they are expert on that. And if we consider this part that if we employ many good teachers that they are expert on that and they have studied on that field, it would be very good and they could convey their information very goodly to their students. Thanks for your nice attention.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Thank you all for your nice attention. It was amazing to be here with you all, and also it was a great and joyful for us tonight. And I really got a good experience, a benefit experience for to be an educationist from the professors from your programs. And once again, I want to say congratulations for you and say happy birthday to you, doctor. Have a nice time. Thank you for all.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Yes, of course, all students need education. Yes, education shows them the importance of hard work and at the same time helps us grow and develop, of course. Through quality education, an individual can think better job opportunities, yes, and of course, progress with sustainable livelihoods. We know all that a quality education grants us the ability to fight the war in ignorance and poverty. We really cannot, as a country, improve economically, socially, and of course, culturally without quality education. And thank you, best teacher. And I know we continue together. Great job. Thank you so much. And warm greeting from Europe, from Georgia. Thank you. Thank you, good students. My respect to you all. Really wonderful job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you all. Thank you all. We are
Congratulations.
still with
Congratulations.
you. Thank you.
Okay, and now we have so amazing teacher from Azerbaijan, dear Shalale. She is country director IIU Azerbaijan. She's best teacher, best educator. She always with us, and she always help colleagues and students. Thank you for this, my dear friends. And now I see an amazing and beautiful teacher from Azerbaijan. So welcome. Please
Good evening.
introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our dear presenters, our dear guests of honor, amazing teachers, students, and the audience, great audience who always support us. Your support really means a lot to us. And before beginning, dear Inga, again, I would like to congratulate you on the occasion of your birthday.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true. You deserve this, really.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'd like, before inviting our teacher and our students, I would like to talk a little bit about the importance of these conferences. And I would like to express my gratitude to the IIU and its founder, Sir Piyush Pandit, and of course to you, to Europe head, Dr. Inga Kharchilava, for giving us such a great opportunity. Why are these conferences so important? It's been quite a long time that these conferences are held by IIU, and the interest shown by students and teachers is growing on and on. Because these conferences on SDGs, they offer excellent opportunities for networking and collaboration among young people from different parts of the world with diverse backgrounds. These conferences, they provide an avenue for sharing ideas, experiences, best practices, and it helps us to achieve the set targets of each goal. We, through interaction with peers from other countries and regions of the world who face similar challenges in implementing SDGs objectives, we learn about innovative approaches, and later we can implement it in our work. And moreover, attending such conferences, it has many positive impacts on our youth, because they become more aware of such global issues, sustainability issues like climate change or poverty eradication and so on. And besides raising awareness among them, these conferences play a great role in empowering our youth. They become inspired by success stories told by teachers, students. They become inspired by hearing thought-provoking speeches delivered by our honored guest speakers, like Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, for example, or Professor Khairuddin. Their inspirational speeches leave our youth motivated, and they leave these conferences empowered with new knowledge gained from these events, and it enables them to transform their communities positively. So again, thank you for providing us with such a great platform. And now I'd like to invite an amazing teacher, North Carolina State University ELT certificate program graduate, Ayten Meheremova.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Before I begin my presentation, I want again to congratulate dear Dr. Inga Kharchilava on her birthday, and my best wishes and great appreciations to her. I think always be I think go on doing such good things and motivating and inspiring so many people, so many students, so many people from all over the world. I think you are doing well, and go on, please be healthy, and my best wishes to you. Okay, just let me share my screen. Thank you very much, dear Shalalam teacher. Just a moment. Okay, just a little bit, yeah. My name is Ayten. I'm from Azerbaijan, and I work as an English teacher at school number 104. Today, I would like to speak one of the goals 3, good health and well-being. And I'll talk about some targets and what do they mean. Okay, now just a moment, and the things to do. What things to do? Okay, what does these SDG goals mean? Targets of Sustainable Development Goals 3 to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Is SDG 3 achievable? SDG 3 cannot be achieved without considering the other goals. We must address the core determinants of health and well-being, including socio-economic determinants such as education, income, and gender. Ensure healthy lives and well-being for all at all ages. Just a moment. Okay. Over the last 15 years, the number of childhood deaths has been cut in half. This proves that it is possible to win the fight against almost every disease. Still, we are spending an astonishing amount of money and resources on treating illnesses that are surprisingly easy to prevent. The new goal for worldwide good health promotes healthy lifestyles, preventive measures, and modern, efficient healthcare for everyone. Okay, the targets. I think everyone can help them to make sure that we meet the global goals. Use the certain targets to create action to promote health and well-being for all. Reduce maternal mortality. By 2030, reduce the global maternal mortality ratio to less than 70%, 100,000 live births. Target 3.2. By 2030, end preventable deaths of newborns and children under 5 years of age. Will all countries aiming to reduce neonatal mortality at least as low as 12 per 1,000 live births, and under 5 mortality at least as low as 25 per 100 live births. Fight communicable diseases. By 2030, and the epidemics of AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, and neglected tropical diseases, and combat hepatitis, waterborne diseases, and other communicable diseases. Reduce mortality from non-communicable diseases and promote mental health. By 2030, reduce by 1/3 premature mortality from non-communicable diseases through prevention and treatment, and promote mental health and well-being. Strengthen the prevention and treatment on substance abuse, including narcotic drug abuse and harmful use of alcohol. Target 3.6, reduce road injuries and deaths. By 2020, halve the number of global deaths and injuries from road traffic accidents. Target 3.7, universal access to sexual and reproductive care, family planning, and education. By 2030, ensure universal access to sexual and reproductive healthcare services, including for family planning, information and education, and the integration of reproductive health into national strategies and programs. Achieve universal health coverage. Achieve universal health coverage, including financial risk protection, access to quality essential healthcare services, and access to safe, effective, quality, and affordable essential medicines and vaccines for all. Target 3.9, reduce illnesses and deaths from hazardous chemicals and pollution. By 2030, substantially reduce the number of deaths and illnesses from hazardous chemicals and air, water, and soil pollution and contamination. Target 3.8, implement the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, strengthen the implementation of the World Health Organization Framework Convention on Tobacco Control in all countries as appropriate. Okay, support research and development of vaccines and the communicable or non-communicable diseases that primarily affect developing countries, provide access to affordable essential medicines and vaccines in accordance with the Doha Declaration on the TRIPS Agreement and Public Health, which affirms the right of developing countries to use the provisions in the agreement of trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights regarding flexibilities to protect public health, and in particular provide access to medicines for all. Target 3.B. Target 3.C, increase health financing and support health workforce in developing countries. Substantially increase health financing and recruitment, development, training, and retention of the health workforce in developing countries, especially in least developed countries and small island developing states. Improve early warning systems for global health risks. Strengthen the capacity of all countries, in particular developing countries, for early warning, risk reduction, and management of national and global health risks. Dear guests, thanks a lot for everybody. Thanks a lot for your attention. My great appreciation to every one of you. Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Amazing presentation, very interesting and very important. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
great, yes, speech also and presentation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear. And dear Inga, I would like to invite our students.
Yes.
First,
student.
Farah Kurbanlı.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Just let me share my screen first.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Just wait. Okay. First, let me introduce myself. I'm and I'm 8th grade, and also I study at the licensed name Dr. Mubarak Ibrahimov. So today I'll talk about zero hunger. So let's start. Today in the slide we have 4 sections. The first one is what's the hunger? Second one is how can we solve it? Third one is which organizations can help us? The fourth one is how can you support them? So let's start. First, what's the hunger? I think that you should know about that. If you have a problem, first you need to know what's the meaning of your problem, then you start to find new ways to solve it. Now let's start and learn what's the meaning of our problem. We call food shortages hunger. Hunger is the leading cause of deaths in the world. Our planet has provided us with tremendous resources, but unequal access and inefficient handling leaves millions of people malnourished. If we promote acceptable agronomy with modern technologies and fair distribution systems, we can assist the whole world's population and make sure that nobody will ever suffer from hunger again. So, how can we solve it? Let's start. This is a huge problem, you know, and we can't solve all of this, but we must do it for humanity. There are a lot of companies, websites, and organizations that you can donate to them, but the main one is don't waste your food or environmental values. Remember, when you waste your food, there are a lot of people who can't eat or even drink anything. Don't throw good vegetables, fruits, packaging foods to the trash. Give it to someone who needs it. Then, organizations can help us, and in this case you can see World Food Programme's logo in here. So let's start. We know about that there are 30 big organizations about this problem. Actually, it's not only 30, there are more than 30 organizations, but now today I'll talk about only one of them. And the biggest one is World Food Programme. Also, we called it WFP. The World Food Programme is one of the largest UN agencies, helping 86.7 million people in around 83 countries every year, and delivering food assistance in places of emergencies, as well as working with communities to build resilience and improve nutrition. The World Food Programme is an emergency responder with 5,600 trucks, 20 ships, and 92 planes on the move every day, delivering food assistance to people struck by conflicts, floods, earthquakes, hurricanes, and other natural disasters. So, how can we donate? So, donate is the best way to help them, because everybody can't go countries for giving food to them, which those people live. And today I'll talk about the Action Against Hunger organization. They have a website that you can donate from there, and you can any amount of money donate. And it starts from $25 to $1,000. And if you have good condition, you can also donate more than $1,000. So, and also you can read articles about people who gave interviews, and you can learn easily what they need. They say we save the lives of children and their families. We'll never give up until the world is free from hunger. This is the slogan of the Action Against Hunger organization, and it really sounds cool. So thanks for your attention and listening and watching. Let's help to them, because there are 828 million people still go hungry. And thanks so much, and all the credits to the owners, because I know that it sounds kind of advertisement, but it's not. I use this template from Slidesgo, and if you want templates like this, you also search up about their website. So thank you for again attention and listening.
Wow. So
Very good.
yeah, she's really great. Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. You are brilliant, really.
Really, really.
And I would like to invite our next student, Gülnur Şahbazlı. If you can hear me, dear. Gülnur. Maybe she has some connection problems. Then we can move to our next student, Samaya Bayramova.
Hello.
Are you okay? Yeah. If you are ready, you can start sharing.
Okay. Just wait. She must leave the share screen. I can't share now.
Wait.
Okay, thank you.
Got it.
Okay, can you see it? First, let me introduce myself. My name is Samaya Bayramova, and today I'm going to talk about 13 goal, which is about climate action. First, what's climate change? In common usage, climate change describes global warming, the ongoing increase in global average temperature, and its effects on Earth's climate system. Climate change in a broader sense also includes previous long-term change to Earth's climate. The current rise in global average temperature is more rapid than previous changes and is primarily caused by human burning fossil fuels. Then, What's greenhouse effect? Many greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane, and ozone, exist naturally and are needed to create the greenhouse effect that keeps the Earth warm enough to support human life. However, the usage of fossil fuels, oil, natural gas, and coal has produced excessive amounts of greenhouse gases, and the result is global warming, an increase in the average temperature on Earth. Of the 15 warmest years on record, 14 have occurred since 2000. The effects of climate change can already be seen in our everyday lives. Summers are getting hotter and winters are getting wetter, so drought and floods are becoming more common. With it, animal and plant life is suffering. Some species will disappear altogether, and certain illnesses such as fever, asthma, and skin cancer are becoming more common. Why we need action? Climate change is now affecting every country on every continent. It's disturbing national economies and affecting lives, costing people communicates and countries dearly today and even more tomorrow. People are experiencing the significant impacts of climate change, which include changing weather patterns, rising sea level, and more extreme weather events. The greenhouse gas emissions from human activities are driving climate change and continue to rise. They are now at their highest levels in history. Without action, the world's average surface temperature is projected to rise over the 21st century and is likely to surpass 3 degrees Celsius this century, with some areas of the world expected to warm even more. The poorest and the most vulnerable people are being affected the most. How to reduce climate change? First, recycle paper, glass, plastic, metal, and old electronics. Compost. Composting food scraps can reduce climate impact while also recycling nutrients. Buy eco-friendly products. Read the packaging to see if products are produced in an eco-friendly way. Reduce your use of paper. Avoid printing and substitute it with electronic devices or carriers. Don't shop for pets. Visit your local animal shelter and adopt an animal there. The effects of global warming on wildlife, habitat loss, rising temperatures affect vegetation, food sources, access to water, and much more. Ecosystems may become uninhabitable for certain animals, forcing wildlife to migrate outside of their usual patterns in search of food and livable conditions, while causing other animals to die off. How to help suffering animals? First, use reusable bags instead of plastic ones. Pick up any litter you see. Every time a tree is cut down, plant a new one. Put your garbage in a dumpster and not in front of your house so that none of the wild animals can get to it. Get one reusable sturdy water bottle and use it instead of getting bunched of plastic ones. Compost. Don't touch birds' nests. Dispose of gasoline. Don't use harmful chemicals like fertilizer. Keep your pets inside. That's all. Thank you for all your attention.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you for your interesting presentation.
Really very interesting presentation. Thank you so much. Keep up amazing job, dear students. Thank you. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So welcome. So welcome. Thank you. Okay. And now we have really so wonderful teacher from Georgia, Miss Aza Khankoshvili, and the so great students, Muslim Borchashvili. Can you hear me? Wow, both look very nice. Thank you. Yeah. მოგესალმებით პატივისცემით ქალბატონო აზა. ჩვენი დიდი პატივისცემა თქვენ და მე. ეხლა კი შეგიძლიათ წარადგინოთ თქვენი მოსწავლე, თქვენი პრეზენტაცია. გისმენთ.
მოგესალმებით. ერთხელ კიდევ ინგა მოლოდნელი იყო რომ დღეს დაბადების დღე გაქვს და მინდა
მაქვს ხვალ მართლა ესეთი სიურპრიზი იყოს.
და მინდა მოგილოცოთ დაბადების დღე, მოკლედ წარმატების პიკზე უკვე ხარ, მწვერვალზე ასული ხარ და რა დამშვენია მოგილოცო, მარტო შვიდობას გისურვე ცხოვრებაში,
ძალიან
და ჯანმრთელობას და ბედნიერებას. ეხლა წარმოგიდგენთ ჩვენს პრეზენტაციას არაფორმალური განათლების როლი ფორმალურ განათლებაში და მდგრადი გაემთარების მიზეზი. ეხლა ჩემი გადმოსახედიდან უკვე ძალიან დიდი ხანია სკოლაში ვმუშაობ, 40 წელზე დიდი ხანია და არაფორმალური განათლება მოგეხსენებათ ნიშნავს ფორმალურ განათლებაში მიღებული ცოდნის პრაქტიკაში გამოყენებას და რეალიზებას. არაფორმალური განათლება ვიცით, რომ იძლევა საშუალებას, რომ მოსწავლემ განავითაროს, დააგროვოს და შემდეგ პრაქტიკაში გამოიყენოს თავისი უნარ-ჩვევები. მინდოდა მე, რომ ამ არაფორმალური განათლების მოკლედ განვახორციელე ძალიან ბევრი პროექტები და მოსწავლეები რომ ჩამერთვა ამ პროექტებში, მინდოდა თავისუფალი სივრცის არსებობა. თავისუფალი სივრცე რომ მქონოდა, სასკოლო პრემიაში ჩავრთე ჩემი ეკო-კლუბი, რომელიც უკვე 1 წელი იყო არსებობდა და მათთან ვახორციელებდი სხვადასხვა პროექტებს. ეკო-კლუბი, რომლის სახელწოდება მოსწავლეებთან ერთად შევარჩიე და ასეთი ეკო-კლუბი იყო ტაიფუნი ერქვა, გავაერთიანე მოსწავლეები მასში და დავიწყეთ მუშაობა გარემოს დაცვის პროექტებზე. რა თქმა უნდა, ძალიან ბევრი მიზანი, 17-დან 13 მიზანზე მაინც გავდიოდით ჩვენი პროექტები. მოკლედ, თავისუფალი სივრცის არსებობა ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი იყო სკოლაში, არ ქონდა ეს სივრცე, ხდებოდი მოსწავლეებს საკლასო ოთახებში, ხშირ შემთხვევაში ეზოში გვიწევდა მათთან ურთიერთობა და ამ პროექტმა მომცა ძალიან დიდი შესაძლებლობა, რომ გამეხსნა ჩემი ეკო-ჰაბი. ეხლა ამ თემაზე ძალიან დაწვრილებით ისაუბრებს ჩემი უსაყვარლესი მოსწავლე მუსლიმ ბორჩაშვილი, რომელსაც 3 წელია ვასწავლე ჯერ ბუნებას და შემდეგ ფიზიკას და თქვენი ცნებართვით მუსლიმი თავის თავს წარმოადგენს მერვე კლასის მოსწავლე და მისცემ გადავცეთ სიტყვას მუსლიმ ბორჩაშვილს.
Hello everyone, good evening. It's nice to see everyone in this meeting, and today I want to speak about topic is non-formal education for sustainable purposes. You know, non-formal education is general education, which is really important today in this world, and I try again non-formal education for sustainable purposes. And I am Muslim Borchashvili, student of the IIU public school, and I am volunteer and representative of the American Corner Tel Aviv and US Embassy to Pankisi Gorge. Sorry. We the IIU public school Eco Club are actively working and implementing projects to achieve the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which last until 2030 year. Within the framework of the project, we implemented 660 activities, including more than 20 projects, among which give many grants, as well as from the 10 to 15 institutions, and many more activities that serve the 17 sustainable goals of the United Nations. And with these projects and activities, we participated in a really long project. It is a Inga award, and some 720 schools in Georgia were registered for the Inga award, among which, despite the great competition, the IIU public school took the first place and won a prize, 8,000 lari, which allowed us to open a free space, Eco Hub, at our school, where we plan and implement many sustainable activities and projects together with students. And also we have activities about United Nations Towards Goals that are environmental protection and cleaning actions, occupation and holiday weeks, and we have also about gender and so on. Yes, it is a really important and really popular activity which we have done. It is for a period of time very frequent deaths of homeless animals. For example, there was dogs and cats. In the Pankesi Valley, as a result, together with our eco group, we planned and implemented a project to collect and bury these remains in order to prevent the spread of diseases. In the summer, this project served several goals of the United Nations, such as clean water and sanitation, Earth's ecosystems, and affordable health care, and so on. And here are some photos from this activity. Let's see. And the second project was greening project at our school. The environment important role in our life. Pollution or kerosene can become an excuse for the spread of many diseases and the occurrence of bad natural events. Due to this problem, our school eco club decided to start a new project, Green Footprint, in our schoolyard. Within the project, we employed young school eco club members and started greening with various plants. This project serves several goals of the sustainable development of the United Nations. And also there are some photos from this project. And there is a lot of projects about gender equality and protection of the rights of persons with disabilities and non-equality. We also had other projects related to sustainable goals such as gender equality, not inequality, and protections of people's rights, persons with disabilities. Within the project, we conducted many informational meetings and trainings. Also, we had a lot of activities, and this project is sustainable of the United Nations goals. And there are also photos about our activities, and on side also there is a lot of photos from our activities, our informational trainings, and so on. And I have a really good conclusion from this presentation. A couple of Duisi Public School with together teacher Aza actively implements projects in the direction of sustainable goals, and we work successfully in our field. So the main goal in our community. So the main goal of our eco group is to raise awarenesses and develop skills among students in this direction. And also our really raise is a reason of our activities is to complete our 17 goals of the United Nations. Thanks for your attention.
Wow, super. რა თქმა უნდა, როგორც ველოდით, პირიქით მოლოდინებსაც კი გადააჭარბა. ძალიან დიდ პატივს ვცემ ქალბატონო აზა, თქვენს მუშაობას თქვენ იცით, ჩვენ დიდი ხანია ერთად მოვდივართ. აი, კიდევ 2021 წელს, როდესაც გაახტით პირველ რიგში აღნიშნავ იმ ფაქტს, რომ რა თქმა უნდა, გლობალური ტრენერების მიერ განხორციელებულ ამ ძალიან მნიშვნელოვან პროექტში ოქროს მედალოსანი პედაგოგი 6 თვე ჩვენ შედაღამ ერთად მუშაობდით. გაახსოვთ ალბათ, მე კიდე 2021 წელი საუკეთესო წელი იყო თქვენთვის, საუკეთესო ხუთელოში აღმოჩნდით და ფრიად მოკლედ მნიშვნელოვანია იყო ეს თქვენი გამარჯვება და წარმატება. ჩვენ ყველას გვიამაყებით და ახლაც ააგრძელებთ ამ საოცარ მუშაობას, ფარხმალს არ ყრით და თქვენს წინაშეა დღეს არაჩვეულებრივი ახალგაზრდა, რომელიც გავიცანით და დარწმუნებული ვარ, კიდევ შემოგვიერთდებით ახალი პროექტებით და ესე მსოფლიოს წინაშე წარადგენთ ამ მნიშვნელოვან პრეზენტაციას და სწავლების პროცესში განხორციელებულ თქვენს ასე ვთქვათ, პროექტულ სწავლებას. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. ნამდვილად არაფორმალური განათლება უმნიშვნელოვანესია. მეც ძალიან დიდ პატივს ვცემ ამ ფორმას, ხშირად ვიყენებ. გილოცავთ და კიდევ სხვა რა თქმა უნდა მოსწავლეებთან ერთად გელოდებით მუსლიმთან ერთად. გილოცავთ. Thank you so much. It's really a wonderful presentation. Very interesting and keep up an amazing job. We're proud of you. Thanks a lot.
And I want to add one thing. I think I will continue working with you because it is really, really important for me and also for Dan and different.
Wow. Yes, of course, of course. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Piyush Pandit. Thank you so much for everything. International Internship University is a really wonderful university. იმიტომ რომ ყოველთვის ზრუნავს ახალგაზრდებზე და ეს პროექტი ერთ-ერთი უმნიშვნელოვანესი პროექტი, ერთადერთი, მოდი ასე ვთქვათ, ონლაინ პლატფორმის შორის ყველაზე რეიტინგულია, სადაც ევროპის ახალგაზრდებთან ერთად, რა თქმა უნდა, სხვა მსოფლიოს ახალგაზრდები უერთდებიან, სხვადასხვა მნიშვნელოვან ტრენერებთან, коуჩებთან, მასწავლებლებთან და ერთად ვცდილობთ შევცვალოთ სამყარო უკეთესობისკენ. დიდი მადლობა. And now, ეხლა კი მე მინდა მოვიწიო დიდი პატივიცებით ქალბატონი რადა სადილოვა თავის ულამაზეს ორ ანანოსთან ერთად. Welcome, Gils. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hello.
მოგესალმებით. საქართველოდან გისურვებთ წარმატებებს. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა კიდევ ერთხელ ამ შესაძლებლობისთვის, რომელიც მოგვეცა, რომ ამ კონფერენციაში მიგვეღო მონაწილეობა. ყველას წარმატებას გისურვებთ. ქალბატონო ინგა, გილოცავთ დაბადების დღეს. მრავალს დაესწარით, ბედნიერი და ჯანმრთელი იყავით, მოდა. მთელი გულით გილოცავთ. დღეს მე მინდა წარმოგიდგინოთ ზესტაფონის ნომერ მე-5 საჯარო სკოლის ორი მოსწავლე, რომელიც მართლაც წარმატებულები, შემართებულები და ძალიან კრეატიულები არიან. ორი ახალგაზრდა, რომელიც დღეს ისაუბრებს მზრადი განვითარების მიზნებიდან ერთ-ერთ მიზანზე, რომელიც გახლავთ გენდერული თანასწორობა. მე მათ წარმატებას ვუსურვებ ყველა მონაწილეს და დავუთმობ მათ
დიდი მადლობა.
პრეზენტაციას დროს. მადლობა თქვენ.
First, I want to join congratulation and congratulate to Mrs. Inga. I want to wish you all the best and success in your life. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And good luck. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Equality or non-discrimination is Equality or non-discrimination is that state where every individual gets equal opportunities and rights. Every individual of the society yearns for equal status, opportunity, and rights. However, it is a general observation that there exists a lot of discrimination. Exists because of cultural differences, geographical difference, and gender. Inequality based on a gender is a concept that is prevalent in the entire world. Even in the 31st century, across globe, men and women don't enjoy equal privileges. Gender equality means providing equal opportunities to both men and women in the political, economic, education, and healthy aspects.
A nation can progress and only when both men and women and
The social structure that prevails signs belong in such a way that girls don't get equal opportunities as men. Women generally are the carriages in the family. Because of this, women are mostly involved in household activities. This is lesser participation of women in higher education, decision-making roles, and leadership roles. This gender disparity is a hindrance in the growth rate of a country. When women participate in the workforce, increase the economic growth rate of the country increases. Gender equality increases the overall well-being of the nation along with economic prosperity.
great significant trident in creating and enabling environment. The recognition of rights for the
ხმა წყდება
How
ერთ-ერთი თქვენ რომ გააგრძელოთ
However, these measures have not translated into overall progress against regionally and globally comparable gender equality outcomes. In March 2010, the Georgia law of gender equality was passed, prohibit gender-related discrimination and puts in place provisions for guaranteeing gender equality. This includes ensuring equal access to education for boys and girls, equal employment opportunities for women and men, ensuring fair and equitable working conditions, and promoting equal rights and freedoms of women and men, enable equal access to information, and supporting elimination of gender-based violence and harassment.
The Labor Code of Georgia. Can you hear me?
Now, yes, dear.
The Labor Code of Georgia has certain protections for women, discrimination based on race, color, language, ethnic or social origin, property, birth, place of residence, age, gender, sexual orientation, disability, membership of religious, social, political, and other associations, including the trade unions by marital status, political or other opinion project dismissal due to maternity, childbirth, or child care leave for a newborn child, adoption, and additional leave for child care. The law of Georgia on gender equality provides additional projects. Now,
This photo describes a woman who is looking for a high-paying job, but in turn showing the photo is only for men. This is one of the most common situations in today's world. A woman cannot enter the door where there is a good job opportunity, but a man can because he is man. It shows that men are more respected than women, and they are victims of this equality, which is against gender equalities. We must demand that all jobs are accessible to women as they are to men, and that women can get to where they want to go. But that's not all. Around the 15th century, restricting women's rights and forcing them to marry was widespread. This must change. Women must fight for their rights and what was taken away from them.
we are all equal for your rights.
Can you hear me?
Thank you so much
Thank you, beautiful.
for this opportunity, and I'm so grateful to share this.
Yes, thank you so much, Gil. Thank you so much. Great presentation, very important topic. Thank you for sharing. Great job. Thank you, your teacher also, and best wishes. Great. დიდი მადლობა. ძალიან საინტერესო პრეზენტაცია. ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი საკითხები განიხილეთ. მადლობა. წარმატებებს გისურვებთ. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა, ქალბატონო ნადა და წინსვლაზე წარმატებებს გისურვებთ. ოკეი. ეხლა კი მინდა წარმოგიდგინოთ შემდეგი ჩვენი ასევე საოცარი მასწავლებელი, პედაგოგი, ქალბატონი ასმათ ლეჟავა. გესმით ჩვენი?
დიახ, მესმის, დიდი მადლობა ქალბატონო ინგა. პირველ რიგში მოგიკითხავთ სიყვარულით მოგილოცავთ დაბადების დღეს ჩემს მოსწავლესთან ერთად ბედნიერებას, სიხარულს, წინსვლას გისურვებთ თქვენ საქმიანობაში წარმატებებს. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა, მომეცით შესაძლებლობა, რომ მიიღო მონაწილეობა ერთგვარი დებიუტია დღეს ჩემი და ჩემი მოსწავლის კონფერენციაში.
ქალბატონო ასმათ, მოგესალმებით. სანამ დავიწყებთ პრეზენტაციას, ქალბატონი უჩე შემოგვიერთდა და თუ შეიძლება რომ ერთი წუთით დავუთმოთ. ქალბატონ უჩეს მაკარომ დაგვეხმარო, ქალბატონ უჩეს მივესალმებით და შეუძლია ჩართოს მიკროფონი.
ოი, აქ არის ღმერთო ჩემო, რა სიურპრიზები დატვირთული ვებინარი გვაქვს.
დეარ უჩე.
Hello, I can hear you. Didi Madloba.
Oh my God.
I'm here live. I think my network is having some technical issues.
I hear you. I'm hear you, dear.
Okay, you can hear me. Oh, okay. That's great. Thank you so much for all you do to empower the youth. The youth are the future generations, and by the way you are organizing this project is really awesome, and more grace to your elbow. I'm just here to wish you happy birthday in advance. I don't know it's too early, but then since I'm already here, I just have to say that. May all your aspirations in life be fulfilled. Age graciously, and I wish you the best thing that this life can offer. Keep up the good job you're doing in the field of education. We are so proud of you, and together we can change the world. Keep up the good work, okay? All right, take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Didi Madloba, Didi Madloba.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
ბოდიშით ქალბატონო ასვათ და შეგიძლიათ რომ
არაფრის, ეხლავე გავაზიარებთ ეკრანს. Hello, I'm Asmat Leshava. I'm a biology teacher in the 12th Public School of Gori. I'm glad that I was given the opportunity to share the school project Sustainable Waste Management with its activities in connection with the 12th goal of sustainable development. Goal 12 is about ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns, which is key to sustain the livelihoods of current and future generations. Unsustainable patterns of consumption and production are root causes of the triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. This crisis and related environmental degradation threaten human well-being and achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Governments and all citizens should work together to improve resource efficiency, reduce waste and pollution, and shape a new circular economy. My purpose is to promote the formation of the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values necessary for sustainable development in students through project-based teaching by establishing an appropriate common school culture and unified institutional approach, which will allow the student, based on real-life exams, to see the area of realization of what he has learned and to reveal values and attitudes in the learning environment, to use acquired knowledge and skills. Now I'll give the word to my student, 6th grade student, Zuka Gozalishvili. Please.
Hi everyone. Good evening. My name is Zuka Gozalishvili. I'm 12 years old. In our class, the teacher implemented a school project, Sustainable Waste Management. The main task of the waste hierarchy is to get maximum practical benefits for people and to cause minimal damage to the environment as a result of the survey. Currently, the European waste hierarchy model consists of 5 main components: reduction, reuse, recycling, recovery of waste, disposal of waste.
organized by the network of Shida Kartli entrepreneurs, a 3-day business event ideas competition within the framework of the Mitzvest Week. The second place was taken by our team, STEM EcoRobot of the 12th Public School of Gori. A project was planned which involves the integration of technologies in the classroom in order to raise awareness to create eco-robots. At school, on the initiative of the teacher, a fund of students' innovative ideas was established, where we deposit and award which grants scholarship to innovative students. When we talk about waste reduction, we must remember that this process starts with each of us. For this purpose, we made cardboard bins for 4 types of waste in classroom. We created a logo for the bin, realizing for the environment starts from the classroom. We placed 4 types of waste in bins: scrap paper, thin plastic, cardboard. We got used paper from the collected scrap paper. Greeting cards and the 70s Sustainable Development Goals application were made from recycled paper and placed on the school stand. With the experience gained, we also tried making used paper at home with family members. As a result of the survey, it turned out to be interesting for family members. It was a pleasant activity to produce used paper. Students made so many interesting items from the waste that some of them were exhibited and sold. This is mask, washing machine, and this is attraction. We cleaned the area of our school, where 56 students got involved with the local community. We tried making compost together with the 8th grade of our school, first in the schoolyard and then in their own garden. Family members were also involved in this process. At school, on the initiative of the school principal, the students brought different varieties of roses and planted them together in the square, which they are taking care of themselves. As a result, the environmental responsibility of the school community increased. And we try to act locally and seek globally through the activities carried out in the classroom, in the school community, or in the informal environment. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your great presentation. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you.
Excellent job. ძალიან საინტერესო პრეზენტაცია იყო, მართლაც ნიშნულოვანი საკითხებით დატვირთული. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა თქვენს პედაგოგს და რა თქმა უნდა გელოდებით კიდევ მრავალჯერ ჩვენს ამ ნიშნულოვან კონფერენციაზე. ეხლა კი მინდა წარმოგიდგინოთ ქალბატონი სალომე არაბიძე თავისი არაჩვეულებრივი მოსწავლით. დიდი მადლობა ბატონ კახაბერს ასევე. ქალბატონო სალომე, გესმით ჩვენი?
მოგესალმებით, მე და ჩემი მოსწავლე, ყველა მონაწილეს წარმატებას ვუსურვებ და გვიხარია, რომ ქართველი მოსწავლეებით გავართ.
დიახ, თუ შეიძლება პრეზენტაცია რო გავთიშოთ, თუ შეიძლება, stop share please presentation. პრეზენტაცია დავხუროთ. ძალიან გთხოვთ. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. შეგიძლიათ გააზიაროთ. Good luck. Wow, beautiful girls.
Hello everybody, I'm Barbara Mukpaniani, 6th grade student of Kutaisi Public School number 9. I would like to introduce my presentation about the project called Welcome to Kutaisi, which was organized the primary class student of our school with the help of our art teacher Salome Arabidze and project manager Kahaber Chakmatadze. under the partnership of the international organization USAID Basic Education Program. The project was highly appreciated by Mrs. Nancy and the jury member, for what the school was awarded a premium and a gold medal in the direction of art. When the inhabitants of our town present the culture and history which is dated back in BC period. The project concerns to our town, which was present as a documentary film, and it is a kind of list card as for our foreign as Georgian peers. As a main goal of the project is a connection with the four goals of sustainable development. Four goals of sustainable development: qualified education for academic, social adapted, and social cultural citizen. That is a guarant of more sustainable future. These above mentioned issues are connected with the democratic cultural competencies that requires coexistence in the cultural diverse democratic society. So working on the similar projects help us to form our healthy attitudes to cultural values and religion, respect and tolerance, and generally improves our mind of citizenship in the right way. Working on the projects made us think critically. It improves our listening and collaboration skills. It taught us how to learn independently and discover some innovations that include getting to know as a world culture, history, media, awareness of sustainable development, and so on. Product teaching product teaching based on interactive method takes in the account in exchanging the roles of a teacher and the student. This includes the student-oriented teaching process, interactive method-oriented project interest, the development of new strategies, ways and approaches in teaching process that aims at forming and using new skills in a working process. It helps us the students to improve researching the creative skills. Mostly a teacher plans carrying out process of the project, but in the case of with the student chose the ways and mechanisms of organizing in that worked much more effectively. The teacher prevent the possible risk formed in working process of the product. Everything started with initiative of our art teacher. She had an idea to film a documentary about our town. This would make us our ancient town popular as for tourists as our peers. We primary class students got together to create a team, chose the team leader, and start carrying out the project based on our possibility and interest. The university students, parents, and teachers support us a lot. The project not only revealed our abilities and skills, but also it was a good motivation for our peers and school society to continue this tradition and revive the ideas by helping such kind of projects. So we created a documentary, Welcome to Kutaisi, where we describe the functions of Kutaisi historical districts and buildings. The documentary helped the cultural diversity, respect to different religion, coexistence in communities. It continues even today and represent incredible cultural heritage of Jewish people. Interesting visit in a workshop of ancient and modern artists emphasizing the introduction of a cultural and creative potential of the town. We had amazing adventures, positive emotions, funny moments, and unforgettable impressions during the filming process. You can describe it with words. You have to feel these invisible emotions and experience them. It's a film. We, the club members, did our best to represent our town properly. It's a protest. We got a lot of warm words, got to know as a lot of interesting people who support us a lot. We will never forget the support of the studio that give us a professional advice and by this also gave the opportunity to use their professional facilities including a montage hall. The project made us think about our future professional direction, such as credit backups, working on photo and video files, photography, converting in different forms, files of parenting and direction process. At last, we will show the documentary, which will give you the chance to reveal the ancient and modern Kutaisi.
Wow. Thank you. You finished?
Yeah.
Wow, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, this is important that from such a young age, she already knows the importance of sustainable development goals. Thank you. And also how well she speak English. Thank you.
ანამ ახალ მონაწილეს წარვადგენდეთ. ჩვენ კიდევ ერთი სტუმარი შემოგვიერთდა ევროპიდან, ქალბატონი ნადა რატკოვიჩი. მოგესალმებით ქალბატონო ნადა.
Oh, dear Nada, join us. Oh, please mute. Yes.
Yes, I join. Greetings to all great students. Yes, to all tonight here. It is already late. I see in Georgia. Great guests, great speakers, great students, great youth. So this is our proud, our youth. And yes, here on this great stage, the youth is brushing the skills, talking about the SDGs, talking about what they're doing in their classroom, what they are learning, and how they are sharing on the global level. So this is great, and this is great. We are talking here about the digital and green technology skills. And this year in Europe is a year of skills. So at 9 and 10 June, it will be the bustle and the hustle, and all youth will show us what they do this year. So they are our future. We need to support them because they are only a positive change in our world. So thank you, Dave Kakaber. Thank you, Kakaber. Let me in the meeting. I couldn't join before, so I'm here now. So thank you and be with you. So Cover, tomorrow is a beautiful day, very special day. What you say?
Yes, dear. You see, I have surprise.
Oh no, I don't see it. I don't see it.
No?
No.
არ ჩანს ინგა, არ ჩანს.
A chance. 1 minute. I
ეს
my
ფონი
better.
რომ ფონი უშლის ხელს ხელს გამდებარე ფონი შეგიძლია რომ რამოდენიმე წამით გათიშოთ ფონი თუ შეიძლება.
No?
Oh yes, I see now. Now,
Yes.
Kakaber, will we sing now? What you say? Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful and you see?
Oh, great, beautiful, beautiful. Who buy that, Kakaber?
From my team.
I know.
დიდი მადლობა რომ გამონახეთ დრო და შემოგვიერთით უღრმესი მადლობა ქალბატონ ნადა რატკოვიჩ რომელიც გვერდება ხორვატიიდან პირველად ვინც არის ჩვენს ვებინარზე იმათ საყურადღებოდ ვიტყვით რომ ისე ყველასთვის ძალიან ცნობილია რომ არის არა მარტო IIU-ს მხარდამჭერი ზოგადად, არამედ ქართველი მასწავლებლების და ქართველი მოსწავლეების ევროპაში ყოველთვის ჩვენს გვერდით არის და ყოველთვის მხარს უჭერს ქართველ მოსწავლეებს და ამისათვის კიდევ ერთხელ ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მინდა გადაუხადო ქალბატონ ნადას.
And listen, I understand you. You say Nada Radkovic from Croatia will have webinar in Georgia. Yes, I understand you.
ანუ არსებობს სოფლიო ინგლისური ენა და კახა.
Yeah, Nada, I think need to learn in Georgia.
Yes, but I understand now what he say. I'm learning.
He told their Professor Nada always with us and always support us. And also Georgia's teacher, Georgia's people love their Nada so much.
And Nada loved them also so much.
Yes. Thank you so much. და კიდევ ერთხელ ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ჩვენს პატარა პრინცესას, რომელმაც არაჩვეულებრივად წარადგინა ეს საოცარი პრეზენტაცია და ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი, აი მართლა ეს არის მნიშვნელოვანი, რომ ასეთი პატარა ასაკიდან უკვე იციან რადი განვითარების მიზნების მნიშვნელობა და ასე კარგად საუბრობს ინგლისურად ხო საერთოდ განსაოცარი ფაქტია, აი სწორედ ეს არის ჩვენი მომავალი, აი სწორედ ამათვის ვიბრძით და ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ქალბატონო სალომე ჩვენი ესეთი პატარა ანგელოზი რომ გაგვაცანით დღეს ამ საერთაშორისო კონფერენციაზე.
Dr. Queen.
Dr.
Unmute yourself.
I've been here since waiting for you. You miss all the surprises.
Wow. I will see it. I will see it.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm very happy. Oh my God. Okay. And now, dear Shalale, please continue.
Yes, thank you, dear Inga. But before inviting our students, I would like to thank Georgian students and their teachers for their interesting and authentic presentations. Thank you. We really learn a lot from each other, and it's great.
Yes. Also,
okay.
Your students is very great and very wonderful. Thank you so much. Always, not only today, always.
Thank you. And I'd like to invite our student, Gulnur.
Yes,
if you can
I hear you.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, give me 1 minute, please.
Yes.
Okay, can you see my slide?
Yes, dear.
Okay, first of all, I want to introduce myself to you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm Gülnur Shahbazlı and I study at Mibaj Brahmov High School and I am 8th grade student. And I want to introduce my slide to you. My slide's name is Life on Land. Life on land is environment, and let's learn what is environment. Environment is sum total of all the living and non-living elements and their effects that influence human life. What is living and non-living? Living is biotic elements, the animals, plants, and forests. Non-livings is abiotic elements, and they are water, air, and land. Problems in environment. First problem is endangered animals. 2, endangered plants. 3, destroyed forests. 4, polluted water. 5, dirty air. And 6, drought on lands. Okay, let's learn cause of these problems. These problems cause climate change, forest fires, smokes of factories, and wastes. Okay, let's talk about source of these problems. First of all, I want to begin with climate change. Climate change is global warming, and these problems solve are these: make renewable energy resources, expand forest areas, grow your own plants, save the energy, and use energy-saving lamps. 2 is forest fires, and forest fires are environmental crisis for our life. And solve are these: extinguish the fire completely when leaving the forest, don't throw the unextinguished cigarette butt at the forest, and don't make a fire in a windy day. Then smokes of factories. Smokes of factories are air pollutants. And these problem solves are establishment of forest strips, use of air cleaner, and live away from factories. Then wastes. Well, wastes are world hostile, and these problem solve are don't use plastic, buy enough, and reuse, reuse, reduce, and recycle. Okay, what is reuse? Reusing is to use again, especially in a different way, or after reclaiming or rebrowsing. Reusing is to make smaller or less in amount, degree, or size. Recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. Okay, then where do we start? First of all, you can start with you. First, teach yourself. Then your home, teach your home. Then your friends, teach your friends. And then the world, teach the world. And everything depends on you. Begin with you and finish with world. This is my slides end, and thanks for listening. And I hope you liked my presentation.
Thank you, Gülnur. We really
course,
enjoyed the
Light, of
presentation.
course. Thank you.
You were amazing, really.
Of course.
Thanks so much.
And our next student, Emil Süleymanlı.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Can you see it?
Yes, we can see. You started
It's coming.
sharing.
Please. Yes, now it's good.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Please.
Gender equality. What is gender equality? Gender equality is closer related to human rights. It It is the grading of equal opportunities and participation rights to men and women in all areas of society as well as in private life.
Dear, 1 minute, dear students. Please click a full and slideshow, please.
Can you see?
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Hello, my name is Emil. I am from Azerbaijan. I want to talk about gender equality. What is gender equality? Gender equality is closely related to human rights. It is the grading of equal opportunities and participation rights to men and women in all areas of society as well as in private life. Human rights are not graded. Our rights apply to all people without exception. Every person has the same rights regardless of whether he is rich or poor, the color of his skin, or his religion. Similarly, the rights are equal for men and women. Women's rights are divided. Unfortunately, today in many parts of the world, women are killed, subjected to violence, forced into early marriage, deprived of their rights to education. In many areas of society, they are subjected to gender inequality. Fighting for girls' education. Yes, one of the main injustices done to women is taking away their right to education. This is a terrible tragedy because a woman can develop only by studying. A woman also demands her rights by studying and fights against the injustice done to her. In countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Africa, China, children risk their lives for education. I want to talk about Mali Yousei. Mali is a person who is very important to education. Mali decided to get an education cost her life every time she talked about the Taliban group preventing her girls from going to school and other crimes. That's why Mali Yousei was shot by Taliban gangs. But everything goes on. The whole world knows Mali after this incident. Many women and people fighting for education have been inspired. Mali Yousei wrote her own book and was awarded the Nobel Prize. Mali said, a child, a teacher, a book, and a pen can change the world. Early marriage stolen future. One of my current women's problems is early marriage. Early marriage takes place in many countries. Early marriage is stolen childhood. It was taken from her hands, a complete education. Because every woman who is forced into early marriage is removed from education. Removed from education removes a woman from personal development. In addition, in relatives, there is marriage. Relative marriage is allowed to have medical convocation and disease. In such a case, a woman does not start a family life with the person she wants. Family life should be put in circle of love, respect, and mutual relation. But consanguineous marriage prevents this. Many families with consanguineous marriage certainly have certain diseases in their children. Less and early marriage. Thanks for your attention.
Wow. Super. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yes, Inga, it's wonderful to see that not only female students, but also male students are concerned with gender inequality issues.
Yes.
That's great.
Really, that's great. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And our last student, Gumral.
Yes, just a minute. Can you see my slide?
Emil, could you please stop sharing?
Yes, stop share, please. Yes.
Okay, now.
Now share, my dear. Now you can share. Aidan, can you hear me?
No, my name is Gumral. Aydan is my mom's name.
Yes, yes. Sorry?
Just a minute. Can you see it?
Annoyed. Please try again. Don't worry.
Okay, there's a problem. If you want, I speak. I start.
There's a Send me or send your teacher and we help you. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, I start.
Yes, yes.
Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Gumral. I am 12 and I'm from Azerbaijan. I prepared my slide about decent work and economic growth because I think it is a global problem. And I think currently most of people are suffering from unemployment. They can't meet their needs for clothing and food. That's why I want to talk about it. Let's start. Economic growth should be a positive force for the whole planet. This is why we must make sure that the financial progress creates decent and fulfilling jobs while not harming the environment. We must protect labor rights and once and for all put a stop to modern slavery and child labor. If we promote job creation with expanded access to banking and financial services, we can make sure that everybody gets the benefits of entrepreneurship and innovation. Productivity is a measure of efficiency, which a country combines capital and labor to produce more with a same level of factor inputs. In economic productivity is the value of output obtained with 1 unit of input. Economic growth contributes most to poverty reduction when it expands the employment, productivity, and wage of poor people when public resources are channeled to promoting human development. Broadly, we divide occupations into 3 types: agriculture, animal husbandry, forestry, fishery, and etc. are collectively known as primary activities or industries. They are primary because their products are essential or vital for human existence. They are carried on with the help of nature. Manufacturing industries, both small and large scale, are known as secondary activities. Meaning is sometimes included under secondary activities, but properly speaking, it is a primary activity. The occupational structure of a country refers to the distribution or division of its population according to different occupations. Unemployment affects population groups differently, with women and youth defined as persons aged 15 to 24. Having a higher risk of being unemployed at a global level than men and adults defined as persons aged 25 and older, respectively. As the Intelligent Labor Organization estimates that the global youth unemployment rate is expected to reach 13.1% in 2016 and remain at levels through to 2017, up from 12.9% in 2015. This is very close to its historic peak in 2013 at 13.2%. As a result, after falling by some 3 million between 2020 and 2015, the number of unemployed youth globally will rise by 500,000 2016 to reach 71 million and will remain at this level in 2019. Decent work and economic growth. What is decent work and economic growth? Over the past 25 years, the number of workers living in extreme poverty has declined dramatically despite the long-lasting impact of the economic crisis of 2008 and 2009. In developing countries, the middle class now makes up more than 34% of total employment, a number that has almost tripled between 1991 and 2015. However, as the global economy continues to recover, we are seeing slower growth, widening inequalities and employment that is not expanding fast enough to keep up with the labor or growing labor force. According to the International Labour Organization, more than 204 million people are unemployed in 2015. In every progressive economy, there has been a steady shift of employment and investment from the essential primary activities. Structural change takes place in economies as the process of economic development proceeds further and gathers momentum. These structural changes result in change in the proportion of national product and of the labor force. The most common pattern of structural change follows a sequence of a shift from agriculture to industry and then to service. These structural changes are observed both in the relative shares of national product and in labor force. Productivity is a measure of efficiency with which a country combines capital and labor to produce more with the same level of factory inputs. We commonly focus on labor productivities measured by output per person employed or output per person hour. A better measure of productivity growth is the total factor productivity, which takes into account change in the amount of capital to use and also change in the size of the labor force. If the size of the capital stock grows by 3% and the employed workforce expands by 2% and output GDP increases by 8%, then total factor productivity has increased by 3%. Productivity is an important determinant of living standards. It quantifies how an economy uses the resources it has available by relating the quantity of inputs to output. As the age goes, productivity isn't everything, but in the long run, it is almost everything. Higher productivity can lead to lower unit costs. This cost saving might be passed on to consumers in lower prices, encourage higher demand, more output, and increase in employment. Improved competitiveness and trade performance. Productivity growth and lower unit costs are key determinations of the competitiveness of firms in global markets. Higher profits, efficiency gains are a source of larger profits for companies, which might be reinvested to support the long-term growth of the business. Higher wages, business can afford higher wages when their workers are more efficient. Economic growth. If an economy can raise the rate of growth of productivity, then the trend growth of national output can pick up. That's all. Thank you for attention.
Wow, wow.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you, Gumra.
Really brilliant, brilliant students. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
ძალიან დიდი მადლობა და კიდევ ერთი წუთით მინდა თქვენი ყურადღება შევაჩეროთ ჩვენ სტუმრად გყავს პროფესორი შახრიარ პარვეზი. მოგესალმებით ბატონო შახრიარ, რომელიც ასევე სპეციალური სტუმარი არის და უკვე იცით ყველამ რატომ დღევანდელ დღეს ბატონო შახრიარ, გთხოვთ ჩართოთ მიკროფონი, თუ გესმით ჩვენი ხმა.
Wow.
Am I audible?
Yes, audible,
Yes.
audible.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, I'm not an invited guest here, but I'm just come here to give one wish to Dr. Inga because it is her birthday. So yes, from Bangladesh, from IPRH, it is. I'm just giving her that birthday wish. Happy birthday to you. And yes, it is one of my honor that, yes, it is a platform. I already observed that Professor Nada is here. So also give my greetings to Professor Nada. So thank you so much because I'm not an invited yet, but yes, it is a youth, those who are young people, the young generation. Yes, it is a platform. They are preparing themselves for their future leadership. So thanks, Brother Kahaber. For your setup, for your planning, and also thanks all the members of IIU and also Georgian team. So I again give my wish to Dr. Inga. Happy birthday to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Parvez. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for.
Do you, Inga, remember how we celebrated our great Parvez's birthday?
Yes.
It was his session with you.
Yes, with me. Yeah, my show. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Professor Parvez. Thank you. I'm
Thank
really
you.
happy
Thank you.
today, and a very big surprise for me. I don't know what to say. Oh my God, I felt I don't know what's to, no, speechless. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I'm very happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მოკლედ სუპერ კიდევ ველოდებით სტუმრასთან
რა თქმა უნდა.
ბევრი მოსწავლე ყავს კიდე. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. Okay. Dear Shalale, I think and Azerbaijan students from
Yes, we have finished.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
wonderful job. Congratulations to all of you. Azerbaijan rock today, as always. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are really the best. And now, ეხლა კი მინდა მოვიწვიო IIU-ს სცენა დავთმო ქალბატონ თინათინ გიორგაძეს. მოგესალმებით ქალბატონო თინათინ, თავის საოცარ მოსწავლეებთან ერთად. გელოდებით და წარმატებებს გისურვებთ.
მოგესალმებით, მე გახლავართ თინათინ გიორგაძე, წარმოვადგენ ბათუმის მე-6 ფიზიკა-მათემატიკის საჯარო სკოლას. მინდა ვისარგებლო შემთხვევით და დიდი მადლობა გადავუხადო ორგანიზატორებს შექმნილი შესაძლებლობისათვის. უდავოდ ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანია განსხვავებული სივრცეების გამოცდილების ხელმისაწვდომობა და შესაძლებელია, რომ ეს ძალიან წარმატებული და პოზიტიური პრაქტიკა ინსპირაციის წყაროდაც იქცეს და ჩვენთანაც დაინერგოს, მით უფრო რომ ის მიზნები, რის შესახებაც დღევანდელი საღამო წარიმართა, ფრიად აქტუალურია ჩვენი სივრცისთვისაც. განსაკუთრებით მინდა ჩვენს მხარდამჭერს ბატონ კახაბერ ჩაკვეტაძეს გადავუხადო მადლობა. მე ვასწავლი ქართულ ენასა და ლიტერატურას საბაზო და საშუალო საფეხურებზე და ვცდილობ სიღრმისეული სწავლებით ფასილიტაცია გავუწიო მოსწავლეებს სისტემური ცოდნის კონსტრუირებაში, მოაზროვნე, მაძიებელ, წიგნიერ, ინფორმირებულ პასუხისმგებლობიან მოქალაქეებად ჩამოყალიბებაში. ამაში შესანიშნავად მეხმარება ჩემი საგნის შინაარსი, როგორც საშუალება აქტუალური კონტექსტების განსახილველად. განსაკუთრებულ ყურადღებას ვაქცევ როგორც საგნობრივ, ასევე მაკროცნებებს მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნების ფოკუსით. ჩვენგან შემომიმდინარე მოვლენები, ფემიციდის გახშირებული ფაქტები, გადაწყვეტილებების მიმღებ პოზიციებზე ქალთა სიმცირე, ერთსა და იმავე პოზიციაზე დასაქმებისას ქალებისთვის ნაკლები ანაზღაურება და კიდევ ბევრი საკითხი, რომელსაც ახლა აღარ დავასახელებ, ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანს ხდის მდგრადი განვითარების მეხუთე მიზნის, კონკრეტულად კი გენდერული თანასწორობის საგნობრივ შინაარსთან ინტეგრაციას. ჩვენ გვაქვს გარკვეული გამოცდილება, ვფიქრობ, რომ წარმატებულიც და დღეს ჩემი მოსწავლეები წარმოადგენენ. თორნიკე, გისმენთ.
პრეზენტაცია გავაზიარო.
დიახ, კი, მშვენიერი.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank the organizers for this wonderful opportunity to speak on behalf of my school and my teacher about the changes in the relation to rising awareness about the gender inequality. As far as I can remember, Georgian language and literature lessons were not just interesting and informative, but also filled with life lessons that would serve us as lessons to view our world in a different lens and to acknowledge it to its strong points. We were taught to be respectful to each other, like our ancestors did in order to preserve the Georgian written heritage, and treat everyone as equals and celebrate their inputs and the crucial impact on the world. And now Tamuna will proceed with the presentation.
As a Georgian psychologist, Dimitri Uznadze said, the main importance in learning is not the product that it gives us in the form of a specific habit or knowledge with a specific content, but rather the development of the student's train in a certain direction. Our educational and sustainable development goal, interpretation of text based on personal and or literary experience staging, comparing text on the same topic and discussing their similarities and differences, linking them to the real context, evaluating text expressing personal attitudes, explain and justifying, raising awareness to overcome gender inequality, understanding and improving the stereotypical environment in society, awarenesses of the public role of women.
In order to achieve the stated goals, we use the classroom and extracurricular resources in specific cases. Those are David Kliashvili's Trouble of Darisbani, Marita by Georgi Leonidze, Salome Jughali's short film Would You, I Am Malala, Bedtime News for Rebellious Girls, There Was One Girl. Using the mentioned resource, we carried out the activity Forum Theatre. It goes beyond the framework of standard theatre, enhances the empathy of the participants and the audience towards the characters and gives them chance to change the course of events. Here everything depends of improvisation. Forum theatre becomes a kind of laboratory in which literary texts become real context. Everyday problems and knowledge are tasted.
At the preparatory stage, the students were instructed to select a section from the works learned for the forum theatre, which is relevant and important, contains a situation of oppression, artistically echoes the real context, depends on the intervention of external actors. Spectators are informed in advance that they can stop the game, clap their hands and should stop. The actors will stop and audience member will call out which actor they want to replace, and the scene will be replayed with the newly replaced actor. The situation must be as realistic as possible, as in everyday life, change takes time and energy. The newcomer actor must convince the incoming actor of his opinions and propose solutions. If he cannot do this, he will give up and give his place to another actor from the audience.
After each intervention, the facilitator, in our case the teacher, asks the audience how realistic the intervention is. If the audience accepts the change, then it becomes a new part of scene. After the presentation, the facilitator conducts a forum and tries to get each member of the audience to express their opinion. Forum theater summary with homework. We had the students write letters from familiar work to female characters who experience harassment. In letters, we will express empathy, support, and share advice. The network of Center for Democratic Engagement, NCCE, held the letter contest of school children in the regions across Georgia on the topic of gender-based violence. The winner was the letter of our classmates.
Hello, Natalia. It has been only a few days that I've heard your story, and since then I couldn't get any rest. I was very upset because of your mother's behavior. Anyways, what I'm looking for, who will bring me home a son-in-law and save me from hardship? Find someone first and then I will know. At first I thought it was a joke, but I was wrong. How can a mother think like this about her daughter? If she knows how to make up and brighten her lips, doesn't mean anything. She should leave him alone. She's making trouble for herself and sisters. She herself will get stuck, grow old in virginity, and make them grow old too. Not only you, but also your mother, Pelagia, is a victim. Her thinking, perception, and evaluating of events confirm this. It probably doesn't make it better that others are hurt too, like her mother. Darispan also goes around looking for a man to get rid of her daughter. One extra livelihood. How painful it is to hear the following words from your father. I drag this lady of mine everywhere, among relatives, friends, celebrations. Maybe someone will like her, or look at her with different eye and free from his burden. She has already grown old, ugly. Even when the potential husband met her, he couldn't even hold her hand anymore. Is it possible that poverty can make a person miserable that considers her daughter only as an object of a burden? As I listened to your story, I felt that it was not just a text about particular era and tribulation. This text is a logical expression of the views of our society that oppresses women and gives authority to men. When Malala's story upset us, we turn a blind eye to our own. Only in distant Pakistan are they happy about the birth of boys and sad about the birth of girls. Even after 120 years of our story, women have not seen better day. Femicide has increased. 1 in 7 women has experienced domestic violence. Women's wages are 36% less than men's wages. Only 40–50% of governing bodies and decision makers are women. We have always needed it, but today, more than ever, we need change. And important changes begin with the changes in mind. You, Natalia, and all of the other victims need to face reality first. Only by understanding and correctly evaluating the existent is it possible to plan the actions that will protect and strengthen you. Think about why your parents want to get rid of you, to get rid of their livelihood. Financial dependence forces a person to be emotionally dependent on the breadwinner. To be dependent on no one, you have to learn, have a profession that will sustain you. Financial independence will strengthen you and protect you from emotional and psychological stress. You should believe in your own abilities, find strength in yourself, raise your voice against injustice, sometimes saying nothing, passively protesting, staying silent in crime, encouraging injustice. You have to act, you have to learn how to live. So that Article 11 of the Constitution of Georgia does not remain a blank page, according to which the state provides equal rights and opportunities for men and women. The state takes special measures to ensure the essential equality of men and women to eliminate inequality.
Discuss texts, contextual examples, films, film, theater, letter written to the character help us to better understand the tragic consequences of discrimination against women and girls. To be empathetic and ready to contribute to raising public awareness and to achieve global goals together. Thank you for your time, and I hope this presentation found you well.
დიდი მადლობა.
ძალიან დიდი მადლობა, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. 6 მოსწავლის საოცარი პრეზენტაცია ვიხილეთ ძალიან მნიშვნელოვან საკითხთან დაკავშირებით. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ახალგაზრდებო, წარმატებებს გისურვებთ და კიდევ გელოდებით ჩვენს ამ მნიშვნელოვან პლატფორმაზე და ჩვენს მნიშვნელოვან კონფერენციაზე. ბატონო კახაბერ, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. ეს საოცარი ხალხი მოგვიყვანეთ დღეს. გილოცავთ. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Really wonderful job. Okay, and now I invite next teacher, best teacher, Miss Manana Beriashvili. Can you hear me?
მოგესალმებით, მე ვარ მანანა ბერიშვილი, ხელოვნების მასწავლებელი. მინდა წარმოგიდგინოთ ჩემი მოსწავლე სალომე კომახიძე, რომელიც მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნებიდან პირველივეზე სიღარიბის აღმოფხვრაზე ისაუბრებს. ასევე მადლობა მინდა გადაგიხადოთ იმ შესაძლებლობებისათვის მთლიან ქართულ გუნდს, პროექტის დამფუძნებას, ჩვენს მხარდამჭერს ქალბატონ ნინო ცარციძეს, რომლებმაც მოგვეცით იმის საშუალება, რომ ქართველმა მოსწავლეებმა მონაწილეობა მიიღონ საერთაშორისო კონფერენციაში და გაუზიარონ ერთმანეთს თავიანთი გამოცდილებები. დიდი მადლობა ამისათვის და ახლა კი ასპარეზს დაუთმობთ სალომეს. სალომე, გისმენთ?
Hello. Can you sit?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
Yes, full, please.
A problem that's...
Yes, now it's good. Great.
Hello, I am Salome Komachidze from Georgia, and I want to speak about poor. I am happy to participate in your program, which I have been waiting for a long time. I am a sixth grade student of the second public school of Tel Aviv, and I want to present one of its current goals of sustainable development, poverty eradication. I chose this as the topic of my conference, how to avoid poverty. Despite the fact that Georgia is a very beautiful, historical, and mysterious country, there are also scientific problems behind it. When we walk the streets of the city, we meet many poor people who don't have living conditions. The reason for this often is laziness, irresponsibility, gambling, and unequal distribution of money. They have no houses, food, money, and many other things. All this is accompanied by the deterioration of health, unemployment, and illiteracy. Apart from poor people, there are people who have much bigger budgets and don't think that there are people who need their help. They have a lot of money and they don't help the needy with even one girl. This is injustice. Injustice is a bad thing. If they had acted justly, then there would not be so many homeless people and there would be peace in the country. A peaceful country equals happiness, and that is the most important thing. In order to achieve the goals of sustainable development, it is necessary to place children at the center of the state's strategy and action plan. In order to eliminate this hard problem, it is necessary to plan an area that will be profitable. More additional institutions should be built. No hard work should be reserved for children, and most importantly, that amount of social assistance should be increased, which the state should take care of. The goal of Georgia and the world by 2030. There is no longer any form of poverty. They should have their own house and door along with other necessities of life and should be projected to be a choice to keep our country safe. But nobody's one of the problematic issues in our country is still poverty. It is a sad reality that every day we meet fellow citizens for remage, thought, jerkins for food. My classmates and I got acquainted with the ways of fulfilling these goals and decided to help fellow citizens. We bought food, projects, and clothes. When we brought everything to this person and talked to him, the lady lives in a rented house and has to take care of the plot, which is why she gets up early in the morning and works all day trying to earn money. And also, he has no financial support and has to use coal in firewood for both eating and cooking. I consider a survey in the community that is the cause of poverty and how and how to eliminate it. Most of the interests cited unemployment and economic. We will try to help you achieve those 17 goals. Thank you for attention.
Thank you so much for these words. Yes, we will try. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. ნამდვილად.
კიდე ორ გოლიც გვაქვს ჩვენ ქალბატონო ინგა ალბათ ქალბატონი ინგა აზიარებს.
შემეძლო ესეთი კაი პრეზენტაციის შემდეგ უცებ არ მომეცა ასე ვთქვათ უკავშირი ამ ჩვენი ულამაზესი ახალგაზრდა
მადლობა.
Thank you. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ამ მნიშვნელოვანი პროექტისთვის.
ჩვენც დიდ მადლობას მოგახსენებთ.
ძალიან მნიშვნელოვან საქმეს აკეთებთ. ხოთ გააგრძელოთ ეს მნიშვნელოვანი საქმე და იზრუნოთ ჩვენი ახალგაზრდებისთვის. უფალმა დაგლოცოთ. დიდი მადლობა ჩვენს სახელი შემახსენეთ
სალომე კომახიძე.
ძალიან დიდი მადლობა, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. საოცარი ახალგაზრდა ხარ და დიახ, ზუსტად თქვენისთან ახალგაზრდები სჭირდება. ჩვენს საქართველოს და მე რა თქმა უნდა მთლიანად სოფლიოს რომ შეიცვალოს უკეთესობისაკენ და რა თქმა უნდა პირველ რიგში ჩვენ მუშაობთ იმისთვის რომ 2030 წელს აღმოიფხვრას ეს 17 მიზანი, 17 მიზნის პრობლემა და მისი უმნიშვნელოვანესი ინდიკატორები. უღრმესი მადლობა. Thank you so much.
დიდი მადლობა.
ეხლა კი მინდა მოვიწვიო ქალბატონი თეონა ადეიშვილი. ქალბატონო თეონა, გესმით ჩემი მისი საოცარი მოსწავლეებით ლიზი, ლუკა და ნინი.
მოგესალმებით. დაბადების დღეს გილოცავთ. ბედნიერება დაგბედებოდეთ და წარმატებები. მოგესალმებით საქართველოდან, ვანიდან განსაკუთრებით. გალაქტიონ ტაბიძის სახელობის ქალაქ ვანის ნომერ 2 საჯარო სკოლიდან. ჩვენ გვინდა გესაუბროთ მდგრადი განვითარების ორ მიზანზე. ეს არის გენდერული თანასწორობა და ხარისხიანი განათლება. გენდერული თანასწორობაზე, როდესაც საუბრობთ, ყოველთვის წინ მოდის ქალი, რომელიც განათლების მიღმა დარჩა, რადგან ნაადრევად დაქორწინდა. სწორედ ნაადრევი ქორწინება არის ძალიან დიდი პრობლემა და საქართველოს პრობლემაც და სამართლებრივი დეფინიცია თუ გნებავს, ეს არის ოფიციალური ან არაოფიციალური კავშირი ორ ადამიანს შორის, რომლებთაგანაც ერთ-ერთი მაინც არის 18 წელს მიუღწეველი. საქართველოში არსებული სამართლებრივი რეგულაციის თანახმად 18 წლამდე ქორწინება აკრძალულია გამონაკლისების გარეშე. ნაადრევი ქორწინების სტატისტიკა მინდა გაჩვენოთ. არსებობს კავშირი ბავშვების სასაკში ქორწინებასა და განათლებას შორის. 20-25 წლის სასაკის ქალთა 47%, რომლებიც იყვნენ დაქორწინებულები, ან იმყოფებოდნენ არარეგისტრირებულ ქორწინებაში, მათ მიღებული აქვს დაწყებითი ან არასრული საშუალო განათლება და ეს ქალები რჩებიან განათლების მიღმა. სწორედ ამის გამო ჩვენ დავგეგმეთ და განახორციელებთ პროექტი არა ნაადრევ ქორწინებას, რადგან ჩვენს მიერ მოკვლევის შედეგისას გამოვლინდა, რომ ბოლო 5 წლის განმავლობაში სკოლაში ნაადრევად დაქორწინდა 13 გოგონა. აქედან სტატუსი შეუჩერდა 7-ს, 3 გოგონამ სწავლა გააგრძელა პროფესიულ სასწავლებელში, ხოლო 3 დაასრულა საშუალო საფეხური. თუმცა სწავლა არსად გაუგრძელებია. ჩვენს მიერ განხორციელდა მთელი რიგი აქტივობები, რომელზეც ჩემი საოცარი მოსწავლეები მოგიყვებიან. ისმეთ.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
We created dream glasses with which we saw ourselves 20 years later and found that after 20 years, we see such successful people who were realized in their profession the conclusion out of this is that marriage is not a self goal for any teenagers, nor studying is our goal.
Hello everyone. We prepared booklets and flyers describing the negative aspects and dangers of early marriage and giving birth. We are calling Don't Get Her Married.
We created diaries for future, where we wrote down future plans at 15 to 20 years intervals, and none of the teenagers had early marriage among their future plans. This was another indicator that we adults are victims of early marriage.
We created t-shirts and hoodies with the message, Don't Get Her Married. We have presented the mentioned clothes to the school community, and with the initiative of student self-government, we are planning to put this location on our school hoodies. We organized the Day of Women Scientists.
Girls victims of early marriage femicide.
We organized a photo contest, Don't Get Married, the future is in education.
We organized a drawing competition and also painted plates with relevant appeals. We created a Facebook page called No Early Marriage, where teenagers anonymously report on early marriage, ask for and receive advice. While managing the page, we realized that more teenagers need support. We established the school television Tabidze TV, where we made the first foreign language program, No Early Marriage.
We shot a short film called Don't Get Her Married, Give Education. Thanks for your attention.
Wow, thank you so much. საინტერესო ვიდეო წარმოგვიდგინეთ. თუ შეიძლება ერთხელ რომ ვუყურო კიდევ.
Also, we have the video.
არ გვესმის.
I'm sorry. Can you hear right now?
No here. ისე რო გითხრათ რაზე საუბრობს?
We talk about early marriage.
თქვენთან ისმის, ხმა შეიძლება ჩემთან არ ისმის.
კი, ჩვენთან ისმის.
ხო, კარგი, მაშინ.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful presentation. ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი საკითხი განიხილეთ, ასევე როგორ მიხარია, რომ თქვენს ასაკში უკვე მსჯელობთ და ესე მნიშვნელოვანი საკითხები გამოგაქვთ საერთაშორისო კონფერენციაზე და უკვე გესმით ეს პრობლემები, ეს ძალიან დიდი, როგორ გითხრათ, ბედნიერებაა ჩვენთვის, მასწავლებლებისთვის და დიდი მადლობა თქვენს დირექტორს, როგორც ვიცი, ხომ, დირექტორი, რა თქმა უნდა, შემდეგ უკვე თქვენს მასწავლებლებს ამისთვის და გეცვეხრით თქვენს წინაშე წარმატებებს გისურვებთ. მადლობა.
მადლობა.
გაგრძელეთ ეს მნიშვნელოვანი მუშაობა. ყველას მეუბნები და ასევე თქვენს გეტყვით, რომ რა თქმა უნდა თქვენს ხელშია. ნათელი მომავალი თქვენ უნდა შექმნათ უკეთესი სამყარო. ამიტომ განათლება მნიშვნელოვანია და აბა თქვენ იცით წარმატებები.
მადლობა.
საოცარი მასწავლეები გავიცანით დღეს. მადლობა. და მინდა შემდეგი მასწავლებელი წარმოგიდგინოთ, ქალბატონი ლელა ჯგამაია, გესმით ჩემი ქალბატონო ლოლა?
მოგესალმებით, მე გახლავართ სამეგრელო ზემო სვანეთის რეგიონიდან, წალენჯიხის მუნიციპალიტეტი, ქალაქ ჯვარის პირველი საჯარო სკოლის ქართული ენისა და ლიტერატურის მასწავლებელი. მინდა წარმატებები გისურვოთ კოლეგებო და დიდი მადლობა ქალბატონო ინგა მოწვევისათვის. გილოცავთ დაბადების დღეს, გაგიმრავლდეთ ბედნიერი და წარმატებული დღეები. და მინდა ასევე მადლობა მოგახსენოთ პროექტის ორგანიზატორებს, თქვენ ქალბატონო ინგა და ბატონო კახაბერ, უსაზღვრო შესაძლებლობას რომ გვაძლევთ გავიზიაროთ ქართული და უცხოელი კოლეგების პრაქტიკული საქმიანობა და ჩვენც დავნერგოთ შესაბამისად საკლასო ოთახებში. ახლა კი მე მინდა წარმოგიდგინოთ ჩემი მოსწავლე ელენე ჭანტურია, რომელიც მდგრადი განვითარების ერთ-ერთ მიზანზე არასიღარიბეს გაგვაჩნევს თავისი პრეზენტაციით.
Great. Thank you so much. Elena, welcome. Good luck.
Hello. I will share screen right now.
Okay. You can. Yes. Gadide.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
And can you hear my voice?
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. Hello, my name is Elena, and today I will be presenting the first goal of the SDG. That is the no poverty goal, and more precisely, I will be focusing on child poverty since this is a project about Youth Voice. And we will be discussing how to eradicate it. In recent years, the world has made remarkable strides advancing development, yet more than 700 million people still live in extreme poverty. Children are disproportionately affected. Despite comprising 1/3 of the global population, they represent half of those struggling to survive on less than $2 a day. Children who grow up impoverished often lack the food, sanitation, shelter, healthcare, and education they need to survive and thrive. Across the world, about 1 billion children are multidimensionally poor, meaning they lack necessities as basic as nutrition and clean water. Some 100 million additional children have been plunged into multidimensional poverty due to COVID-19. An estimated 356 million children live in extreme poverty. Research shows that poverty in childhood affects all aspects of life and can have lifelong consequences for children's physical, cognitive, and social development. The negative effects of poverty are stronger than when children experience long-term poverty, and the harmful consequences of child poverty persist in the long term, not only for the affected individuals, but also for societies, economies, and future generations. To end poverty, we must start with children. Children who grow up in poverty are more likely to be poor when they are adults, perpetuating the intergenerational cycle of poverty, says Benjamin Parks, UNICEF representative. Ending child poverty. Here are the steps that UNICEF provides. First is to build a national pathway to end child poverty, measuring child poverty, putting child poverty on the map, child poverty advocacy, reducing child poverty through policy and program change, and finally, ending extreme child poverty and having it by national definitions. Real change can happen if we all work on 3 parallel strategies: improving social assistance by making sure it reaches children and families who need it most, supporting families to raise successful members of society, and ensuring universal preschool coverage. In Georgia, children face the higher risk of poverty than any other population group. Georgia still lacks a holistic, child-sensitive local protection system, social protection system that helps families cope with shocks and strengthen their resilience. Gaps remain in child-centered legislation, policies, monetary benefits, and social services. Many vulnerable families and children are still left behind, especially children with disabilities, children of victims of the violence, children of national minorities, and children from poor families. High level of vulnerability is caused by poverty dynamics that are characterized by a very high movement in and out of poverty. Any sudden shock, such as unemployment, illness, or death in the family may push a family into poverty. Young parents in their 20s to 30s who face high unemployment rates and limited state support bring up the vast majority of children. Furthermore, children and their families face critical gaps in terms of access and coverage of child-friendly social services and family support services, especially in rural areas. Georgia. Estimating the impact of COVID-19 in child poverty in Georgia using a microsimulation model. At the onset of the pandemic, UNICEF and Development and Analytics conducted microsimulation analysis to estimate the cash benefit child poverty impacts of the crisis under various scenarios. They explored how cash benefits can ease the socioeconomic shock on families. The results show that COVID-19 would have substantial impact on child poverty and outlined poverty reduction potential, benefit incidence, and cost effectiveness of various cash transfer options, providing rich information and detailed analysis to guide government responses to support families. Alongside the UNICEF-supported shock-responsive social protection feasibility assessment, this evidence was the key for the government's decision to introduce one-off universal cash assistance to all children. By the end of 2020, nearly 1 million children in Georgia benefited from the universal cash assistance. With the Sustainable Development Goals, aka SDGs, nations agreed for the first time in history to end extreme child poverty. The SDGs call for multidimensional child poverty, a measure of poverty that goes beyond income, to be halved by 2030, building a world in which all children have what they need to survive, thrive, and fulfill their potential. To contribute to this goal, the local community, the people of Trari, decided to purchase products and donate them to local socially vulnerable families. Within the framework of the first public school of Trari, money and products were collected in which students actively participated. As a result, several socially vulnerable families were supported by food and hygiene products. And the final conclusion is that child poverty is neither inevitable nor immune to efforts to address it. As many countries have already shown it, it can be reduced and even eradicated through continued attention and action. And that was it. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Hi. Wonderful presentation. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. მართლაც ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანი პრეზენტაცია წარმოგვიდგინეთ ჩემო ლამაზო და მშვენიერო ელენე. ხედავ შენს ნიჭიერებას, ხედავ შენს მუშაობას, როგორ მუშაობ. და ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ასევე შენს პედაგოგებს და განსაკუთრებით ქალბატონ ლეილას. რომელმაც ასე ვთქვათ, გაგვაცნო თქვენი თავი. გილოცავთ ამ წარმატებას, გააგრძელეთ ესე წარმატებულ გზაზე სიარული. ქალბატონო ლელა, კიდევ ერთხელ გილოცავთ. თქვენ იყავით დღეს ჩვენი ბოლო პრეზენტატორი, მოდი ასე ვთქვათ. ბატონო კახაბერ, ქალბატონო ნინო, ქალბატონო მარიამ, დასასრულს მივახლოვდა ჩვენი დღევანდელი ნიშნულოვანი კონფერენცია. Dear Nada, dear Shalale, this is, I think, finished today. I today don't know.
ალბათონი უჩეთ ჩვენთან ერთად არის ალბათონო ინგა.
Oh, my dear Uche with us today. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear, for everything. Please, dear.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
dear Inga. I just want to say one thing. Please let these conferences continue because our youth needs it.
Yes, yes. And we see every day so many very interesting and very important presentation. And we see how work all teacher, all students for your conference. This is very important also. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Piyush Pandit. IIU best team for support me. We all together very strong. Thank you so much. Today was a very pleasant and very productive and important evening, I think. Thank you so much to everyone, all students, guest speakers, and best teachers also. This evening was a celebration of talent with extraordinary. Thank you so much all. I'm very proud today with you, all students. I'm very happy. And I know that together we will rise generation who will be worthy, global-minded citizen. Thank you. How can we help achieve global goals? Every positive action you take now, no matter how small, has the power to make a difference. Yes, Sustainable Development Goals is the world's largest lesson, and our aim is let's learn a lot from this lesson and pass the exam successfully in 2030. This is the most important and exciting change that anyone can be a part of a great achievement with our great, bright future. Thank you very much, all amazing participants, amazing teachers, and our respected West. And of course, thank you so much, my team. I'm very happy today. Thank you so much. This is really great surprise for me. Thanks all. Dear Nada, please tell
Yes,
some.
you need to be happy because for I think it is your birthday. I think very soon it will start. What's the time in Georgia?
Yes, very soon, very soon. რომელი საათია? ხა რამდენი წუთი დარჩა ჩემ დაბადებამდე?
How much is what's the time in Georgia?
55 50 წუთზე ცოტა.
50-ზე ცოტა, ხო?
დიახ.
Oh, we have time. Dear Nada, please stop share. Please stop share. What's this? I don't know.
You want me to stop?
Yes, this is stop share. Yes, now it's stop share.
Did I stop sharing?
Mm-hmm. Okay, ბატონო კახაბერ, გითხარით რამე?
მე ვფიქრობ, რომ დღევანდელი ვებინარი, პირველ რიგში რა თქმა უნდა, ვებინარს მიმოვიხილავ, ნამდვილად შედგა. განსაკუთრებული მადლობა მინდა პირველ რიგში, რა თქმა უნდა, გადაუხადო აზერბაიჯანელ მხარეს, აზერბაიჯანელ უნიკალურ მოსწავლეებს. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ქალბატონ შალალეს, ასეთი საოცარი ბავშვები და მე მინდა აღვნიშნო ქალბატონო ინგა და დამეთანხმებით, რომ ეს ბავშვები ყოველ ქალბატონი შალალეს და ზოგადად აზერბაიჯანელი ბავშვები ყოველთვის გამოირჩევიან ძალიან მაღალი აკადემიური დონით და მომზადებით და პირველ რიგში რა თქმა უნდა უღრმესი მადლობა მათ. ასევე ჩვენ ყავდა მონაწილეები ავღანისტანიდან, რომლებმაც არაჩვეულებრივად გაართვეს თავი პრეზენტაციებს და რა თქმა უნდა ჩვენს ქართველ მონაწილეებს ზოგიერთ შემთხვევაში ჩვენს მოსწავლეებს გამოცდილება არ აქვს და ნახეთ როგორი საშუალებას აძლევს IIU ქართველ მონაწილეებს, მონაწილეს, რომელსაც შეიძლება ეროვნულ დონეზე არ კონდეს კონფერენციაში, ვებინარში მონაწილეობა, უცებ საერთაშორისო არენაზე აღმოჩნდება. მე მინდა ყველა მასწავლებელს განსაკუთრებული მადლობა გადაუხადო. ჩვენ ალბათ ხედავთ, რომ დაახლოებით 4 საათია ვართ პირდაპირ ეთერში და ჩვენი მაყურებლების რაოდენობა არ შემცირებულა. ამავე დროს მე ჩემს თავისუფლებას მივცემ და ჩემი სახელით ქალბატონი ნინო ცარციძის, ქალბატონი მარიამ მამაგულაშვილის სახელით პირველ რიგში ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მინდა გადაუხადო სტუმრებს, რომლებიც ჩვენს გვერდით დადგნენ იმისათვის, რომ ეს დღე გაგველამაზებია თქვენთვის. განსაკუთრებული მადლობა ქალბატონ შალალეს, ქალბატონ ნადას, ბატონ აროეს, ბატონ შახრიას და ასე შემდეგ. მე მგონი შთამბეჭდავად შევძელით, რომ წარმოგვედგინა სტუმრები მთელი მსოფლიოდან, ისე რომ ქალბატონ ინგამს ამის შესახებ ბოლო წამამდე ყველაფერი არ იცოდა. წარმატებებს გისურვებთ მონაწილეებს, ქალბატონ ინგას კიდევ ერთხელ უსურვება, ულოცავ დაბადების დღეს და უსურვება თავის ოჯახთან ერთად და თქვენ შეიძლება არ იცით ქართველ მონაწილეებს მიმართავ, რომ ელენე, რომელიც ჩვენი მოდერატორი არის, ქალბატონი ინგას შვილი არის, რომელიც არაჩვეულებრივად უძღვება მოსწავლეთა კონფერენციებს, წარმატებებს გისურვებთ და მე გისურვებთ ქალბატონო ინგა, რა თქმა უნდა, თქვენ იმსახურებთ ძალიან ბევრ საუკეთესოს და ეს ასეც იქნება. ყველაფერი საუკეთესო მოგცეთ ღმერთმა, ყველა მე დარწმუნებული ვარ, რომ თქვენს წინაშე ყველა პოზიტიურ მილოცვებს გამოუშვებს. უბრალოდ მე მონაწილეებს გთხოვთ, რომ ისე დავასრულოთ დღევანდელი დღე, რომ ქალბატონ ინგას მივცეთ საშუალება დაბადების დღემდე კიდე ერთი შეხვედრა გვაქვს გასამართი და 12 საათამდე როგორმე რომ მოვასწროთ ამ შეხვედრის გამართვაც და ხვალ რომ დავასვენოთ, მაგრამ მე ეჭვება რომ ხვალ ამ რუტინისგან, რომელიც სასიამოვნო არის, დავისვენოთ. კიდევ ერთხელ ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მოსწავლეებს, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა მასწავლებლებს, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ჩვენს მხარდამჭერებს და მე მგონი, რა თქმა უნდა, ყველა განსაკუთრებული მადლობა ბატონ პეუშ, რომელიც მოგცა საშუალება მსოფლიოს მასწავლებლებს, რომ საგანმანათლებლო, აი ასეთი მნიშვნელოვანი საგანმანათლებლო პლატფორმა შეექმნა ბატონ პეუშ და შემდეგ უკვე მსოფლიოს მასწავლებლებს მოგცა ამ პლატფორმის გამოყენების უფლება, რაც ყველაზე მნიშვნელოვანია, უსასყიდლოდ და რა თქმა უნდა, ცოდნა ვრცელდება ლოგიკური ჯაჭვი, თეს მსოფლიოს აქვს გარშემოვლებული სწორედ IIU-ს მხარდაჭერით. მე ქართველ მასწავლებლებს შევახსენებ, რომ ჩვენ რამოდენიმე დღეში არა, მაგრამ რამოდენიმე კვირაში გავემგზავრებით ინდოეთში სასწავლო ვიზიტად და ჩვენ რამოდენიმე ადგილი გვაქვს, ვაკანტური ადგილი დარჩენილი და შეგიძლიათ შემოგვიერთეთ ამ გასაოცარ მოგზაურობაში ინდოეთში, რომელიც რა უკვე მე მგონი ყველას გვესიზღვრება ღამე ქართველ და ევროპელ მონაწილეებს, რომლებიც უკვე შერჩეული ვართ და გავიმარჯვეთ შეიძლება ითქვას ამ კონკურსში და მიწვეული ვართ უკვე ოფიციალურად ინდოეთში. წარმატებებს გისურვებთ, ძალიან დიდი მადლობა. ვიცი რომ გაკვირვებული მიყურებს ქალბატონი ნადა, იმიტომ რომ ისევ ქართულად ვლაპარაკობ და მე მაგრამ მედნიერი ვარ, რომ შემიძლია ქართულად გავაგებიო ნებისმიერ ადამიანს, იმიტომ რომ ისე მიყურებს ყველა ხვდება რის შესახებ საუბრობ. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა.
გაიხარ. Please, Nada.
Yes. Listen, he will not stop me to share my screen. What I do? I put some pictures. No problem. Because little internet bad, but okay. I want to. What is this? Let me stop. Let me stop something. Something's not good here. Okay. Cover, sing, the cover. Take
დაბადების დღეა და გილოცავთ კიდევ ერთხელ ქალბატონო ინგა.
Inga, sing! Please. Kakaber.
სადაც ქალბატონი ინგა, იქ მე როგორ ვიგავდეთ სიმღერას. ქალბატონი
Kakaber, you didn't want to sing. Not
Thank you so much.
Not fair. Not fair, Kakaber. I don't want. Not this. Oh my God, what I'm doing. I can't stop this. Nothing. Okay. Okay, I want to share one little. Now I make it. But
Oh
we will make a butter with the. So I think it's time to finish. Cover in the morning, e-village celebration.
დიდი მადლობა ქალბატონონა და ქალბატონ ნინოს და ქალბატონ მარიამს ვთხოვ და შემდეგ თუ
Algabator, what is that?
Kalbaton is miss. Kalbaton. Mrs.
ქალბატონი ჩვენ მოგესალმებით. არ ვიცი, ყოველი დღე, ყველა კონფერენცია სასწაულად წარმატებულია და კიდევ ერთხელ და 1000 ჯერ მადლობა არ გეყოფ ამისთვის ბატონ პეურს, რომ გადავხადოთ ამ პლატფორმისთვის, მხარდაჭერისთვის იმ ადამიანებს, ვინც მუდამ ჩვენს გვერდით არის და გვეხმარება, თითოეულ გამომსვლელს, ქალბატონ შალალეს, მის მოსწავლეებთან ერთად, ასევე მასწავლებლებს აზერბაიჯანიდან, ავღანეთიდან, ჩვენს ქართველ მასწავლებლებს და მოსწავლეებს, რომელიც საოცარ პრეზენტაციები წარმოგვიდგინებთ, ქალბატონ ნადას, რომელიც თანადამფუძნებელია და მუდამ ხარს გვიჭერს ჩვენს გვერდით არის, მადლობა. ჩემის გუნდის არაჩვეულებრივ წევრებს, ბატონ კახაბერ ჩაკვეტაძეს, ქალბატონ მარიამ მამაგულაშვილს, არაჩვეულებრივ პატარას ქართველს პატრიოტს ელენე შალამბერიძეს, რომელიც ჩვენი მოსწავლეების სახე არის ევროპაში და ჩვენი თანამზრახველი იყო ამ ეტაპზე, დიდი მადლობა მას მისთვის და ჩემს საყვარელ ქალბატონ ინგა ხარჩილავას კიდევ ერთხელ ულოცავ და საუკეთესოს იმსახურებს ყველაფერს, ბევრი დრო რომ არ წავიღო, მე დავასრულებ ლაპარაკს, გილოცავ. წარმატებული და ბედნიერი მინდა იყოს სულ, უფალი გფარავდეს. მადლობა.
ქალბატონო მარიამ.
მოგესალმებით ყველას. გილოცავთ კიდევ ერთ წარმატებულ ვებინარს. მომხსენებლებს, სტუმრებს, მოწვეულ სტუმრებს, ორგანიზატორებს, მოსწავლეებს, ჩვენ საყვარელ მოსწავლეებს, რომლებიც აზიარებენ ყოველ ვებინარზე ახალ და ახალ ცოდნას და გვიზიარებენ პრაქტიკულ უნარჩვევებს, იმიტომ რომ ჩვენ ვხედავთ საქართველოში როგორ მიმდინარეობს მდგრადი განვითარების მიზნების თვალნათლივ ვხედავთ მიზნებისადმი მათი დამოკიდებულება. და მადლობა ნადას, რომელიც მხარს გვიჭერს ყოველთვის და ჩვენთან ერთად უძღვება ვებინარს. მადლობა შალალეს, მასწავლებლებს, მოსწავლეებს, ჩვენ ქართველ პედაგოგებს და ბოლოს, რა თქმა უნდა, ბოლო წერტილი ინგას იუბილე არის. და ჯერ დამავიდეთ, ხო, ნინო კახაბერ მადლობა რომ ინგასთან ერთად ჩვენ ერთ ძლიერ გუნდს ვქმნით მაკასთან ერთად და ბოლოს ინგა გილოცავ დაბადების დღეს. უსაზღვროდ ბედნიერები ვართ შენი მეგობრობით, შენი ასეთი დამოკიდებულებით და გისურვებ საუკეთესოს ცხოვრებაში, ყოველი დღე სიხარულით გაგითენდეს. გვიყვარხარ ძალიან.
გვეიმედები და რა ვიცი. შენი არ უყეს უსიტყვო ვარდს.
სამებანი დღეს რას ლაპარაკობდი?
ილოც.
დიდი მადლობა. მაკა გამოჩნდა წეხან. მაკა
აუცარი ვებინარი იყო დღეს და გილოცავთ. ბოდიშით რომ ესე შემოგეჭერი. Thank you very much for your great support, our respectful guests. Your support are always very great for our country.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. დაბადების დღეს გილოცავთ ქალბატონო ინგა. სულ უნდა იბწყინოთ და იკაშკაშოთ, რომ ჩვენც ვენთოთ თქვენთან ერთად, ყველგან. ძალიან დიდი მადლობა ყველაფრისათვის.
Thank you so much. Okay, now I think they finished. Dear Nada, dear Shalale, please something tell for.
Yes, it's time for the finish.
Thank you with us.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for organizing such a useful event. Thank you all for your students' interesting presentations. I enjoyed.
Thank
It
you
was
so
all
much.
interesting.
Your students always rock. Great.
Thank
so
you,
much.
dear.
So your best teacher, I10?
I10 teacher, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I would like to share my impressions about today's event. I think today's conference was also very important. I think on two main reasons. The first one is that today is dear Inga Kharchilava's birthday. Again, congrats and go on doing such great things and creating such great opportunities for teachers, both teachers and students together. And then I think every day, I think every changing day, we can see here a lot of great presentations and so talented, so great talented students here and amazing students, I can say. I enjoy very much and I listen when listening and I think I feel proud that we have got such great youth and they are so talented and I think everything will be better. And we can make change, maybe sometimes little or sometimes big changes together, both students and teachers. And so great, I think, organizers such kind of you, dear Inga, dear Professor Nader, and all of other teachers. Thank you very much. And you are doing well. Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Dear Nada, I think finish, yes?
Yes, I think 4 hours, I think it is. Yes, it is time and really great event, another great event, great youth, great students, great professors. So I say that our teachers need to be proud because we see the results every time from our students. We see the results because their work is our work and we really need to be proud. And as I said now, it is very important to have these conferences for the teachers, for the students to share the knowledge because this is the way how we are learning. So thank you, Inga. You need to make. I think that the new is very soon, so students be prepared.
Yes.
Very soon, dear students, be prepared.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much to all of you again. Thank you, Mr. Peyush Pandit, for this amazing opportunity. Thank you, my best team, IIU team, because always support me. Thank you also Georgia's team, also all participants. Thanks a lot. IIU is a change. IIU brings a change. IIU is a revolution. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.